Hey guys, this show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Stop putting your online data at risk. Get protected at expressvpn.com/achievement.
I got a thing right at the beginning. The beginning is now.
Oh boy.
Hey, what's up?
Now is the beginning.
beginning is now.
Yes.
Welcome to Off Topic. Today's episode is
Hello.
brought to you by ExpressVPN. Protect your online privacy today at expressvpn.com/off topic. Hey everybody, I'm your host Michael Jones.
Hello.
Joining me this week, we've got Lindsay Jones, we've got Jeremy Dooley, we've got Matt Bragg, and we have Alfredo Diaz playing with his microphone,
gone.
and he
He's
closed it.
gone.
Why did you do that?
Incognito.
Gone.
I don't want to be here.
He's
Oh,
yeah.
I
Close
turned
the
off the
cam
whole
so
thing.
What is
Whoa.
happening? Well, no, they
The
stopped.
FBI
You
agent.
didn't turn off
I
the
take
whole
it back.
thing. They just cut to you, which was nothing. Why did you?
Darkness.
Why did you do that?
The darkness, the dude.
I wanted
comes
to
for you.
hide.
Comes for you.
So weird.
My
Why
privacy.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Don't
Here's-
look at me.
Here's the
You have
issue
no
with
privacy. Privacy is an illusion.
Yeah.
in this day and
That's-
age.
Like,
yeah, at this
a
point,
piece
Doesn't
of
that's what it
exist.
is.
that. Here's the issue with
Yeah.
that, right?
Mhm.
And I like that the Brio comes with the little flip,
Little
thing.
little flappy thing.
But it
yeah.
also has a microphone, so it's worthless. If you were truly concerned about privacy,
Look.
it
Just
still
mute it.
records audio.
You can hear me banging. I just don't want you to see me banging.
It's
Oh,
true.
This
okay.
is,
Yeah, use your
People will buy
imagination.
one of those.
Please.
Yeah.
if there's an audio leak out there of
That's
me
fine.
getting it on, that's fine. All right. If it's an actual video, it's just not fine because this is an HD. If this was an HD camera, leak it all.
What
I
do you
don't
mean
care.
It is an HD camera.
Now,
what are you talking about?
If there
It's
isn't a leak,
4K,
Alfredo,
but like the ISO isn't that great. It's a webcam quality. I don't want to leak webcam quality footage,
Here's-
right?
You
It's
want it to
just-
look better.
I want you to be able to
Whoa.
see into my soul as like,
Here's,
God,
stop. No.
it's just like the Kim K video. Wow.
No, I was
here's,
there.
Here's the
Go
thing.
watch his career.
Here's the
I
thing
can
why
see
you don't
it all.
want it. Why you don't want it to leak, right? You don't want it to
Yeah.
leak because if it's gonna get out there, you need to get paid.
Yeah.
That's the
true.
issy.
Yeah,
that
we're
would
gonna
be
do
Something
my
never do it for free.
right. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, my
no.
sex tape leaked, and I'm not getting rich off of it. That would
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
immediate regret. Like Paris Hilton, I mean, billionaire. She was already rich. She's like, whatever. Fortune
still
made
want
money
something.
off of it though. They were just like,
Yeah.
F
tack
it.
on a little bit, tack on a little bit more.
Make
How
that
does-
moolah, dude.
How do you approach someone with that? You're like, hi, so myself and this person were fucking really, really hard in this video. It's amazing. I want to get this out there to the public, but I do want to make sure that I get money off of this and I profit. So can you manage me in this?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Exactly the way
Yeah.
you said
I would
it. That's how
assume
you
so,
do it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how
I
you
would
do
go
it.
to a
Yeah.
news station and be like,
I need
the world needs to know.
pornographic
Broadcasting.
representation
No, no, no,
is
no,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no,
No.
Yes.
I'm
You
real
don't go
good
to
at
news.
banging.
No,
get
you
this
don't
to
go
the public
news.
stat.
No.
You gotta
Oh,
go to
Go
a.
to news.
You gotta go to a video distributor.
You go to like Brazzers,
No, you go to a video distributor.
Oh, I like that
and
one.
Naughty
here's-
America.
Here's what you don't do. You don't sell the rights because then
Thank
they
wire.
make the money.
Right.
Okay?
You have all the
Pornhub.
rights. Trademark.
You,
Trademark
you
first thing.
have the rights to the video, but then you allow production and sale of it in which you get a cut. That's how you make money off of it. You don't just
Oh, God.
It's all
'cause that's-
royalties.
dude. It's
Yeah.
royalties and like because the TMZs and shit, they'll be like $10,000. Here you go, and you're like, oh my god, $10,000, and then they make $20 million off of it, and
Mhm.
you're going, that's my fat flabby ass in the video, and I'm sitting over here with 10 grand. It's crazy. So
Well,
that's
now with
I go to the
Alfredo,
sales team at RT and go, hey,
Yeah.
got this proposition, RT store
there
exclusive.
you go. Mhm.
Store
Store
exclusive.
First
exclusive.
exclusive.
You
Yeah.
buy it
Alfredo
VHS.
making sweet love ASMR. We
Dude.
market it in a positive
Oh.
manner. It's not
Yeah.
sexual.
I'm back
It's
out. I'm
just
back out.
ASMR. It's
Back out.
Back out. I was on board. All right.
You're
I was-
never
I
on
was
board.
I was walking onto the ship, and then
You're never
It
on
did
board
take
for
you.
long, Jeremy.
It didn't
Um,
take
I
you
was
much to
walking
get on
onto the
board there.
ship and I went, nah.
Speaking of
Yeah, I went, no.
exclusives, though,
Hopped in the
I'll tell you
lifeboat.
this. Speaking of exclusives, Hardcore Mini Golf came out today.
Oh damn!
Oh,
First exclusive.
nice.
It's not our
Came out?
first exclusive. It's exclusive
Yeah.
to first.
yes.
Right. It's not the first one we've ever done, but it is a first show. and we were supposed to do a watch party in it yesterday, and then there was like some technical issues, and the video went up and had to come down, and then got reposted. So basically, we missed the window on the watch party. I think I'm gonna throw this out there, and then someone else is gonna go, "That's not right. You're wrong. Why did you say that?"
Hit me with it. Hit me with
But I
it.
think we're supposed to be doing a Redux round 2. We're gonna do watch
Yep.
party next week. Still of episode 1. So
Yep.
if you haven't seen it, and that'll be on RTTV. So even if you're not a first member, I think it's gonna be free to watch. I could be wrong, but I think you'll be able to watch like episode 1, and then if you like it, you sign up. And by the time,
Look at that fade
look
in.
at this.
Wow.
Oh, here's a
There's
little
Matt.
clip.
That's me.
Here's a little clip.
El
The
Matador.
Yeah.
The advantage now is if you watch the watch party of episode 1, you can go right into watching episode 2 because it'll be out already.
Fucking Eric.
Yeah,
Eric was great.
there was stuff going on, man.
I don't know how
It's a
much
lot
of
of
Eric
fun.
was acting though. I think that's just
Zero.
him.
Oh,
in
there I
his,
am.
Yeah, in his
Yeah.
element. There you go. Same with Jeremy. I don't know how much of that was
I have
acting.
so much to say that went on. That
Oh,
that
gross.
that was my favorite part. So the shoot took without I don't want to obviously get into like any spoilers or anything. Not even just like who won and stuff, but just like funny stuff that happens. We shot it for 2 days. It was a 2-day thing, and it rained the end of the first day or the beginning of the second day, or maybe it was just day 1. Yeah, day 1 had
was day
rain. Day
one,
2
yeah.
Day
didn't
one was
have
like
rain.
all rain.
So
Yeah.
like there were a couple of holes that were just wet, and in that one clip you
Ew.
can see there that the hole was totally level with water, and Eric like had his ball in it, and I kept going, "Get in there and get it. Get your ball. Get your ball." And he goes, "I don't want to." And he was like kind of reaching, and I just grabbed his hand and shoved it in there and kind of swirled it around. And at one point in the trailer, because we filmed this a while ago, yep, there it is. There's me. There's me helping him getting his ball. He did not like that. We filmed this a while ago, obviously before everybody had to like work from home and everything like that. It was weird. It was wild.
It was a
just
wild
some-
time.
It's very
It was
fun.
just some
Yeah.
weird shit going on, man. It was
Yeah.
it was a weird 2 days.
I like that they incorporated it into the episode, but I have a little parcel. My character, I guess, like it's not really spoilery. It was in the trailer, but she's like a southern belle.
Mhm.
So I'm walking around with that, and the whole point is to shade you from the sun, but it's pouring, so it didn't really matter. So like in the episode, we're just laughing and how that has no protection whatsoever from rain. So I'm getting poured on as I'm like a dainty lady with my parasol. Yeah,
Yeah, that first day was a wet day.
Yeah.
it was a wet day.
It
For
was
sure.
much better than the second shoot. Matt,
It's one of
we're
those
not
long
in this
shoots.
episode, right? Episode 1, you and I
I don't-
aren't in it.
I don't think we are. No.
No, I think we're in episode 2 because it's like the
Can-
first half of the bracket is episode 1, and like the second
Yeah.
half of the
Can we
bracket.
say who's going off in the episode? I guess it's
Well, they showed the
can't say
bracket.
because I haven't watched it yet.
Let's
but
just
it-
say who's
there's-
eliminated,
there's
you
a
know?
bra-
Yeah, you know, let's say
Fredo-
who wins.
why don't we
Let's just
post
say
the
who
winner?
won.
I'd
Thanks.
say
Yeah,
what
there's
I
a
would
bracket.
There you
Oh
go.
no, that's not the bracket. But
What I would say is just watch the dag gang episode.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that
Get
form.
that gum.
I'm so good at golf.
hold on, where
Yeah.
are you, Fredo? Oh, you're first.
Fredo's top left.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
Fredo does have he's got a nice form going
That's
on.
that's a follow through right there.
Yeah, he
Also,
looks like he could be on a polo shirt.
Can we
That's a-
zoom out
that's a-
again for a second though and look at that
Uh-oh.
graphic? Can we just zoom out for a quick second? That's also not a bracket in any way. That's just who's playing.
Well, no, I'm not saying that's not the
It's a
bracket. They
character
have
list,
released
that's
the
fine.
bracket though.
I
They
know.
have
I'm
yeah.
just saying that's just.
You're both
I
right.
believe that
Who's in
was
it?
just alphabetical, if I'm not mistaken.
Congrats to everyone.
Yes.
Also, I love everyone in those photos was golfing, except Eric was just like looking. Like,
He's just looking down
I'm in the middle of the
there.
putt. Yeah, I'm in the same pose. You don't see me holding a club, but I do like that everyone has such an extreme follow through for putting. It's like you're
Yeah.
driving your putter. Like, what are you doing? Sure,
It was a
All about
weird
form.
thing.
Maybe
it was,
you
Yeah,
weren't
300
looking,
yarder.
but-
Yeah,
It was a weird thing to me, and maybe it played into some other people more, Jeremy specifically, and it worked better. But like when we did hardcore Monopoly, it was us, but they were like dress up, do characters and stuff. So I dressed up like Neo during season 1, but it was still just very much like, okay, we're playing Monopoly. So we weren't really doing the roles, we didn't really role play very much.
You would make a joke about it once or
Make a
twice.
joke about
Like,
it.
Yeah.
You know, season 2 was a lot more role playing. At least I like Bruce specifically of being like the supreme leader, like that whole thing. And I really leaned into the cop or like the sheriff to like, you know, try and wrangle him and stuff. And so that was my mindset going into this of like being, so my character, to explain it, I'm like a soldier in camouflage, but my children are screaming. But I'm wearing all white because I said that my bit was they were all out of camo. They didn't have like grass camo, so they just gave me like winter camo, and it didn't work very well. So I immediately from the beginning had this whole bit. I had this whole character made, like this is my guy's name, this is his whole thing. Walk up to Jeff and Jack for the interview, and Jeff's like, hey, so next up, Michael Jones. And I just go, that's not my name. This is my name. And he's like, anyway, Michael, you're on the first hole. And I was like, oh, I guess we're not doing the character thing. Yeah, that's me there.
Yeah.
So it just became this kind of weird thing of like the character kind of faded a little because we didn't have a lot of time for workshopping. We were just playing golf. And now I'm just dressed head to toe. And let me tell you, the day it was raining wasn't so bad. The next day it was so hot. I was sweating.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
it's funny
sweating
because
buckets
the
in
entire
that
idea of the
thing.
show and everything we do is improv. So it's yes and, but with characters, it felt like it was kind of a no but or like no
Dude,
and.
yeah.
Because we'd
Everybody
roll
was
up,
just
they do
doing
the
whatever
intro.
they wanted. There's
Yeah,
no
and
consistency to it
Jeff-
at all.
Jeff and Jack would be like, yeah, what's your character name? Or like, hey, Lindsay, I'd be like, quiet, my name's this. Shut your mouth now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing it. All right.
They asked me my character name. I came up with I had like a military ID, like an ID number, and I don't remember what it was, but it like translated if you look at just like a touchtone phone to like butts. That was just the joke.
Yeah.
It was like ID number 1153 whatever, and it was just butts or like poo poo or something. And I was like, nailed the joke. Joke landed. I'm
Yeah.
done.
I mean, I've
accomplished it.
I was gonna be Hector Lannable. That's what I was gonna call myself. Yeah, but it was the same thing of like I had the whole bit, and then I just from then on I was like, all right, well, my character's now named Jeremy, but I'm still gonna be this character. There I am.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, I will say it was so funny because they asked us ahead of time. All our characters were our ideas.
Yeah.
Of who do you want to be, and the first thing that popped in my head was like, oh, like, you know, like I thought camo, but it'd be funny if the camo didn't work at all, and that was it. That was my thing. I got there, showed up to the shoot, and fucking Chilled Chaos is dressed as like another like camo soldier, and I walked up to him and went, what the fuck? And but he's like wearing all red because he's like he can't let go of his he's still wearing his hat. You know, he's got his Mario hat, not Mario, his C hat. Sorry.
There he is.
Yeah.
There you go.
I saw him there,
Mhm.
dude. I walked right up to him and I just said,
Yeah, I wanted none of that.
I would say, what rank are you? What you tell me your rank right now?
I outrank you private.
Yeah, I think he was like a private, and I had made myself
private
some
first
sort
class?
of. No,
Yeah.
I was like sergeant second class. Or
Okay.
something.
Lieutenant Colonel. Yeah.
I was way
Sergeant
above
Second
him.
ass.
Okay.
I was way above him, and I made that very clear.
Fredo,
Like,
did your
you
character have
better
a
watch
name or
out.
no?
No, I kind of just
What the-
was. They were like, "Hey, kind of like, what do you want for your direction of your character?" And I just took a Snoop Dogg. There's a screenshot I saw of Snoop Dogg golfing, and I went, "Perfect. I love it."
That's amazing. I love it. I love the
kept
Matador
asking me.
too. That's a good one.
Matador is
Yeah,
great.
Matador.
It's pretty easy. Yeah.
They kept
I kept
asking me
saying
like,
that. And just got hard Jeff, you know? Yeah, okay, Matt, whatever.
yeah, all right, man, that's enough.
Yeah.
When they asked me what I wanted to do, I kept pitching different things that were way too over the top. And they were like, we just can't do that. We can't do that. And
Yeah.
even this one, they had to scale it back when I was like,
Yeah.
I want to be like Hannibal Lecter. I want to be a cannibal but my original pitch was I wanted Alec to be like my Barney, like wheeling me from hole to hole.
Not
Like, I
the
wanted to be-
dinosaur. Let's be
You want him
clear.
to be in the.
Look,
the
dinosaur could do it. He had
I mean, he
thumbs.
can. I'm
I
not
wanted to
doubting
be
that
on
dinosaur
the-
skills.
I wanted to get dollied like
Dolly, yeah.
over to the hole, and then Alec would untie me, and then I'd do the hole, and then I'd get back on it, and he'd wheel me back over. and they sent an email to everyone
Yeah.
that was like, we just want to make sure we got everyone's costumes squared away and remind people like that we can't do bits involving other people. And then in parentheses, it was like, such as wheeling you to holes, etc.
You weren't the-
etc.
Yeah.
Real call out, to be
You
honest.
weren't the only one though, because we
wasn't.
also had the early conversation of having golf carts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was the straw that
driving
broke the
from
camel's
hole
back.
to hole.
Because Jeremy had his idea and they were like, okay, like that makes sense. You're Hannibal Lecter. That's a big play. But then for me, my character was debutante. And if you're from the South, the debutante ball is when a girl becomes the ripe old age of 16 and her daddy shoves her into the public and says, go be sexy so someone can go marry you and then I get money. That's how it works.
The dowry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a thing that happens. So I was like, okay, golf ball, debutante ball. That's funny. My name will be debutante. The whole time I'll just hit on people and have dudes like carry my shit and do stuff for me because I believe in female empowerment. So I was gonna have someone follow me around and caddy, and they were like, absolutely not. No, we're not.
It's not
we're
a
not
huge
doing that.
course
Mm-mm.
either.
It's not big.
What's up? Oh no, it's not.
Just the
No.
golf course
But I am a
itself.
dainty woman.
You take a couple steps, you're on the other course.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
accidentally.
really
most
quick.
of the
You're
time.
not gonna cart around as shit.
I doubt any of it will make it in because they have to hypercut it, right?
There's a lot of footage.
And because they always try to film it a specific way so that if two people were doing their matches at the same time, you wouldn't see them in the background necessarily. Like they
Right.
always tried to film so you just see them and then the course and not see the other team behind them. But if I was golfing and saw the other team, I would specifically walk up to the railing and just stare at the people. Like not pay attention to my match at all. I would just stare at the people
There was
golfing in their
also-
match.
Hey there, you know us at Achievement Hunter. Sometimes we look up a lot of weird stuff online, and sometimes you don't want people to know about it. And I know what most of you are probably thinking. Why don't you just use incognito mode? Let me tell you something. Incognito mode does not hide your activity. Doesn't matter what mode you use or how many times you clear your browsing history, your internet service provider can still see every single website you've ever visited. That's why I use ExpressVPN. Doesn't matter if you get your internet from Verizon or Comcast, ISPs in the US can legally sell your information to ad companies. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your ISP can't see the sites that you visit. ExpressVPN also keeps all of your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data with the most powerful encryption available. Most of the time, I don't even realize I have ExpressVPN on. I just see the little thing that I go, oh yeah, I forgot I turned that on. It runs seamlessly in the background and it's so easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button and you're protected. ExpressVPN is available on all your devices, phones, computers, even your smart TV. So there's no excuse for you to not be using it. Protect your online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by CNET and Wired. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/offtopic, and you can get an extra 3 months for free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/offtopic, expressvpn.com/offtopic to learn more. So the bracket has been shown.
Yeah.
Right. And episode 1 is out. I don't know how many matches.
That's
they show.
the
So
bracket.
So there's
There it
the
is.
bracket. So
Mhm.
as you can see, I start off episode or like hole 1. First match, me versus Eric, which was a dream come true.
Everything I've always wanted.
It was everything I always wanted, and we were just like, dude, we were just busting balls, and it was like a tight schedule. We had to do the whole thing in 2 days, and we had to get through basically half of the matches on day 1 and half of the matches on day 2, and some take a little longer than others. And like Eric and I did the first hole, and we were like bit heavy. I mean, 100% bit. Like I was rolling around on the ground and stuff with my golf club and like lining up the shot and stuff. We finished the first hole, and the immediate note we got where they were, guys, that was really funny. That was really good. You need to do it 50 times faster on the next hole. And so Eric and I both went, got it, and then didn't go any faster. So like they were getting pissed. We did because we just kept like fucking around. And there was one, anytime ever, because it was like it's a big crew, and they were trying, like you said, they were trying to shoot 2 matches simultaneously without the matches ever like intersecting with each other. It, from an editing standpoint, it looks like one person's like competing at a time and the next one and the next one, but for time's sake they had to do 2 matches at a time on separate courses. And it was kind of like, if you've ever even been to the golf course, you'll understand it. It's why we didn't play like 1 through 18. We were like alternating holes and stuff, and it was all just like a logistical reason to film it. But anytime that we would have to wait for like camera stuff, Eric and I would just immediately start just being like, burning daylight here. We got to get going. Like, because there was a train track nearby. Dude, a train came by for like a train came by.
Active train track in the world.
The train track is right next to the golf course too.
The train came by.
Oh yeah.
I'll say this.
Touch it.
I'll say this because I know they didn't get it. Maybe this. It can't be a spoiler because they weren't filming because the train was going. But there was a point where Eric and I were in a hole, and I had my ball, and we're just like, joking to each other about like all the starting and stopping and camera rolling and battery switching and stuff. And this train is just going and going and going and going. And I'm like, Achievement Hunter style. They're doing like real film style. These are people that actually know what they're doing. And they're like, gotta wait for the train to go away. And I'm like, who gives a shit? Just hit the ball with the train in the background. I don't care. So we're waiting, and like I'm looking at Eric, and I just start tapping my ball, like, because he was closer to the hole than me, and I tap it like 2 inches, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and there's like 5 people standing next to us, all just like on crew, and we're looking around, and I'm like, and I'm moving it, and I'm moving it, and I'm moving it. I must have moved my ball, and I mean, not like you would notice, like it was in kind of like a trench, and you needed to be out of the trench to get an angle on the shot. I went from halfway through the trench to out of the trench. And then they were like, all right, camera roll, back up. And I'm like, here we go, right where I left off. Here I go. And it was only a joke for Eric and I because no one else saw it because they were all dealing with camera equipment and like, the actual work of the episode. But like we were doing little screw around things like that so much. I had so much fun, not just making the show and what the video will be, but also just the stuff behind the scenes. It's also where you will finally see, theoretically, I think Fiona has most of the footage, where the whole pickle juice thing came
Pickle juice.
from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It came from mini golf.
That's
when I
The
started
infamous
drinking
white
pickle
people,
juice.
am I right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was it.
I opened
That
a
night.
cooler. I opened a cooler for refreshments, and it was filled with pickle juice. And I said, "What's this?" And everyone was disgusted except Blaine Gibson, and he was like, "Wow,
I get
pickle
it.
juice!" And I've been drinking it ever since. But I went hard that day on pickle juice, too hard.
Yeah.
I would like to also
Just
shout
went a little
out
too hard
from
that
that
day.
shoot, Matt Bragg stayed
Yo.
in a character long
I
after
did.
they called a cut many
I did.
times.
Oh, yeah.
I would turn to him like after they called a cut. I'm like, hey Matt, what are you doing? You're like, it'd be like, exactly. It'd be like,
haven't even
have
deferred
you had nourishment, young one? I'm like, Matt, I just had a taco. Thank you.
Well,
Thank
so
you
what
very
it was I was going to try and create a situation, if Jeff would have allowed it, for me to be like, whenever I have the mask on, that's me. I
Oh.
can't control it. So I tried to keep
that
that
game.
no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
Method
Yeah.
acting and whatnot.
They should
Yeah.
make a movie about that. A
Yeah.
dude who puts a mask on and he can't control himself anymore.
And it'd be
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
It'd be amazing.
They
What do you
should- they
think
should
they'd
do
call it?
Hey,
Oh no, it would have to be
Uh,
centered around the mask itself.
New
Yeah.
face.
The Lucifer.
Movie?
New face.
I couldn't do it. Sorry.
New face.
Is this an existing
Harvey Dent.
movie or
New face.
Yeah, no one write it. I'm gonna write it. Okay.
It's like after
Okay.
the plastic surgery, new face. Yeah, no,
Anywho.
it's really fun to just.
Somebody
We're excited
impeach
about
me.
that show. Yeah.
Yeah, but so you should check it out because it was a lot of fun.
It was.
That's it.
It was a lot of fun.
That's my speech.
A lot of interesting pairings. We can't talk about who was paired with who, obviously.
No. Other than that
Uh,
first bracket, we can't. No.
Yeah. I'd like to hear from you guys who you want to be in a season 2 if we do it. Who
Oh,
wasn't
who
in
wasn't?
season 1? Yeah.
I think Dante would be fun.
Dante would be
pretty
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
We and what happened too is that was right on the heels of like before we went into quarantine. So there were other people that were supposed to be there that basically couldn't make it because of
Yeah,
travel
yeah.
restrictions.
Right.
So
That is correct.
So there
Yep.
were some people that got swapped like last second.
Yeah, I think John Smith would be hilarious.
Oh, he'd be
God,
funny.
yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
that he could finish 18 holes, man.
He might not.
I don't know that he could get to the end. I don't know what that would look like.
They're like
I would
closing up the
just want-
course. They're like, "Sir, you got to go home." He's like, "Hang on, the bit. I got to finish the bit."
I would want front row seats to that. Give me a bag of popcorn, and that's my
That's it.
entertainment for the
Yeah,
next couple days.
absolutely. Elise would of course be great.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
think
go against
Raoul-
Lindsay. I want that Lindsay versus Lindsay element.
Yeah.
The
That's
final
Yeah,
battle.
I also assume it was all like, scheduling and stuff because this was right after Last Laugh, I think, right? Is my
Yeah.
brain right? We filmed this
Mhm.
right after Last Laugh.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people that were involved with Last Laugh still had to like I imagine Elise had so much to do with the post-production because she was like co-creator of the show but also in the show. So I think that's why like a good number of people from Last Laugh that weren't involved in it, but like Gus would have been another one.
Yeah.
Like, just to have Gus
Yeah.
in there. I mean, he would have been running around with his 6-pack out. That's what he likes to call it.
Yeah, he would have been like a naked golfer.
He would have,
Sure.
yeah, he would have been the streaker.
Yeah.
The naked golfer.
He would have
Yeah.
been, he would have been the
Would have
streaker,
worked.
but like the guy that
Yeah.
actually plays. He doesn't just streak across the field, and he's just like.
I mean, he
"Oh, no,
streaked to the next hole and then
Yeah.
actually play it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
Good distraction. Yeah.
Like total party between holes,
Yeah.
like
Someone, like,
sprinting.
hands up running.
God. Now I want to know, like, what is the most insane thing that's happened in golf history like that? Like, there's the infamous, was it mashed potato when Tiger Woods was driving? Someone
Yeah.
yelled mashed potato at him.
That mashed potato guy's done that on several people, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a repeat
Infamous
offender?
mashed
Is that a repeat
He's a
potato
offender?
repeat
guy?
offender, yeah.
He is a mashed potato
That's
guy.
his Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm a mashed potato guy. You know, I go out
He
there.
waits
I mash
because in
potatoes.
golf everyone gets so quiet, and then
Yes.
after they hit it, everyone goes like, "Woo!" Like, "Get in there!" And then it lands,
Yeah.
and they all clap.
hmm
He would just stand on the side with everyone, super quiet. They'd tee up, and as soon as the club comes back, he just go mashed potatoes, and then like hit the ball. Like that'd be the only thing you heard. No one was focused on it anymore. They just start laughing.
God, the
He's done
golfer
it a
in me
couple
is
of
like,
times.
what a dick move. But the troll in me is like, amazing.
the hiccups.
It's so good.
Genius.
You
So
got
is
the
he like
hiccups?
banned now?
Yeah, I got
I'm
the hiccups.
assuming?
Sorry, man. I had to call it out.
I don't
No,
know.
he's not banned. Why would they
No.
ban him?
I don't know. I mean, they should ban him. That's
Yeah, they
like,
probably
No.
should.
I think that's illegal. I don't think you can do that.
That's illegal.
Well, it's even
I
more
don't know,
embarrassing
a lot
because,
of,
like, as a sport, golf, like, there's not a lot you can fuck up with golf, really. Like, you can choose the wrong club. Maybe your form's a little bit off, but the ball's sitting right there. It's not moving. No one's touching you. It's a non-contact sport. You just got to hit it.
Maybe how you play it.
What? True. Sorry. I'm not that intense.
I've been
Goodness.
hit in the head by many a golf club.
Yeah.
Oh,
After the third, it's great. You don't care
play
anymore.
with some angry golfers, too.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by DoorDash. Continue supporting restaurants in your community safely. There are thousands of restaurants open for delivery on DoorDash that need your patronage now more than ever. Support your favorite restaurants on DoorDash. DoorDash is the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what food you want, boop, 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 and the food will be left safely outside your door with the new contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, and the Cheesecake Factory. But also many of your favorite local restaurants are still open for delivery. Hit them up, give them business, support your local community. DoorDash deliveries, once again, are now contactless to keep communities that we operate in, that's DoorDash, safe. Right now, our listeners can get $5 off their first order of $15 or more and 0 delivery fees for their first month when you download the DoorDash app and enter code OFFTOPIC. That's $5 off your first order and 0 delivery fees for a month when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the code OFFTOPIC. Don't forget, that's code OFFTOPIC for $5 off your first order with DoorDash.
Goodness.
I didn't mention this at the top of the show because I feel like it's a little bit redundant if you're watching it, but we're live on RTTV right now. You can't be
Mhm.
watching this if you're not. I mean, you can be, but not right now. Like
At this exact
Right,
at
this
moment.
this exact moment
yeah.
in time for us.
Mhm.
In the future, you're like, what are you talking about? Crazy? I'm watching this somewhere else. But if you you create a free account on Rooster Teeth, you can join us in the chat. We look at the chat while we're doing this. And I also wanted to mention we've got a big old charity stream basically all day tomorrow. I don't know the exact time. I know it starts at 10 a.m. I don't know how long it goes, but it's all for charity, for multiple charities. It just says we're streaming all day Friday. I imagine it goes into the wee hours of the night. Like,
I think I've heard 12 hours. Don't
Yeah.
quote me on that.
yeah,
but I, think
probably
I've heard.
about 10 to 10, and it's a whole bunch of different groups. It's a whole bunch of different like mix ups. We're trying not to do like even achievement hunter stuff. Probably the biggest achievement hunter heavy thing is going to be Gmod in the morning. But like we're trying to integrate different groups and different like RT Core with Achievement Hunter and Funhouse and stuff like that.
Yeah, shake it up, mix it up.
So like all that says, I don't know if that schedule's been posted yet. I think it has been of like what the loose plan for the games are. But all the money raised is going to go to multiple charities. It's going to Black Girls Code, Color of Change, NAACP empowerment programs, and Austin Justice Coalition. You can learn more about these organizations and join us for our streams and donate what you can. So they're all four really, really great organizations. Feel free to read up on them. And I don't know exactly how the split is going to be going or how the donations are going to be working, but all four of those charities are basically what your donations are going to be going to towards tomorrow. So I know pretty much all of us are involved in one or two things throughout the day. I know I'm excited about there's going to be a big old Mario Kart stream near the end of the day. I want to say I think that's set
6 to
6 to 8.
6 to 8. Yeah.
I know, but so I know it opens up with
Central.
Gmod. I had a list. I don't know if the list has been posted. I could read it, but I'll probably get yelled at by Sarah. She'll be like, "That's not public." Tyler, do we know if that list is public of what is happening? Silence. Okay. What I have here loosely. I'm just going out there. I'm saying it.
Well, we're just gonna fire it off?
I'm just gonna fire it off. Yeah. So it is 10 to 10.
All right.
And I think it's gonna open up with kind of like what we do with the chit and chats for Achievement Hunter. So there'll be like a 5-10 minute, just kind of live action opening of just explaining what the various charities are and what kind of games we're going to be playing. But it looks like we've got Gmod in the morning, which is consisting of Guess Who and Death Snail. And then after Gmod, there's going to be some tabletop sim, One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Then there's going to be some Ultimate Chicken Horse. There's going to be some Animal Crossing, some Gang Beasts, some Jackbox, some Mario Kart, and Pummel Party. That is the list that I have. There's many names in all of those that I'm not going to read because I'm sure people will get swapped around, and I don't want people to be like, you said this guy was going to be in this one or this person would be in this stream. But again, they are maybe like helmed a little bit by a certain department. Like there'll probably be more Achievement Hunter people in Mario Kart, but we've got outside guests coming in. So it's just going to be a day of streaming, a day of charity. So if you're free on Saturday and also Friday, and also watching this live, come tomorrow, because when this episode comes out on Saturday, it happened already and it's over because it's on Friday. So this is just to you live viewers right now. We'll pitch. But I believe you can already, you might miss the stream, but you can still donate. You can donate right now and you can donate after the stream. The donation windows will be open.
Yes.
It's just the 12 hours of streaming will be tomorrow, Friday, June 12th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Central.
Michael, thank you for mentioning that. I will say, I can confirm I will be hosting the Animal Crossing segment, as I usually do. And in our segment specifically, I know there will be a lot of audience interaction. with the game that we're playing. I don't know if I can spoil what game it is, and I don't know if I want to, but please stop
No, I
by. We
wouldn't.
would love
Just
as much audience interaction
tease
as
'em.
possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
tease it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
well,
give
I'm
a little
saying
sample.
like don't say it. You know, like don't reveal it. Maybe give him a tease, but
You're gonna want to be there.
save the bacon.
All right,
Yeah.
there's the tease.
Yeah.
Bacon's so good.
Fredo!
What?
Yeah, what was
Holiday-
that?
Holiday
This is
2020.
Screaming.
What are you talking about?
What?
Holiday 2020 Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
they
that's
actually
right. That's
announced it?
happening right
It's
now.
called it's called Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Ooh.
And they showed
Oh.
a trailer. They showed a trailer for it.
Do you think Miles Morales is going to be in it?
Dude, he
Nah.
showed all of his powers, like how you like playing with them and
You're
stuff
invisible and
on the PS5, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to watch
That's a
that.
see,
good
that's
one.
what I was hoping
Time
for
to
that they
buy
would
that
announce.
PS5. They is gonna get you.
But I was like, maybe not yet.
Dude,
Okay, so yeah, the conference is
are
going on right now.
This.
Yeah. It like just started. I guess
think
they started
I think
with
it started
that.
at 3.
You know the first game, or pretty much the first game they announced for the PS5, Matt?
What?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
5?
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, just remaking it for the PS5 again.
Nice.
Wow.
God damn it.
All right.
Guys,
Why?
we can try the heists one more time.
Criminal mastermind. PS5.
Are they gonna remake it though, or are they gonna like port it?
Oh, I guarantee you it's
It-
just
it
going to be
looks
the
like a-
Xbox.
Oh,
it's gonna be
they're
the
gonna port
Xbox
the
version,
shit out of
dude.
it.
It's a port,
the
dude.
Xbox 360 version on a new one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Ugh.
2.
Dude. Oh. Yeah,
I
he's a creature.
very, not regrettably, because they were
Mhm.
amazing games, but like, I wasn't happy about it. I bought my PS4 for like 4 games because
Yeah.
they have great exclusives, and I knew I wouldn't play anything else on them, and all the exclusives were great. I bought it. I finally broke down and I got my PS4 Pro. I got the God of War edition because I wanted to play God of War and I wanted it like juicy, not like on a regular PS4. But I essentially bought it for God of War, for Spider-Man, because I think God of War came out before Spider-Man. So I rationalized like I'll play Spider-Man
Man.
too.
Yeah.
What about Death Stranding?
Death Stranding, I wasn't really
I
as
haven't played
interested in.
that.
I haven't
You
played.
didn't
it
want to
yet.
deliver packages?
No,
Amazon Prime
I haven't played
Simulator?
it yet. I'm not.
Oddly good. I don't
I'm
know.
not out on the game. I am just like I got too many other things going on, and it just wasn't one of them that I got. And then Horizon, because everybody loved that game.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
I didn't like it as much as everybody else seemed to. It was like God of the War. God of the War.
God of the War.
He's the god of the war.
Assistant to the regional manager.
God
God of the
Clear.
God of War could easily be, without looking at a list of what games came out that year, is easily a contender for Game of the Year. I mean, the game is just
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
And now, and I'm basically what I'm saying is I'm going to get God again with PS5. There's going to be 3 games I care about. I'm like, Spider-Man 2, got to buy it.
Gotta buy it.
Yes,
They're
but at
doing
the
Ratchet
same
and Clank
time,
right
they're
now.
games that like you have to play.
I know.
Yeah.
And they're
that's
like
what
the
I'm
cream of the
saying.
crop, top at the top in terms of like video game content. So it's just like
But I did play Days Gone, loved it. I love that game. A lot of people didn't
I
like
haven't
it.
played Days Gone
Yeah.
A
yet.
lot of people didn't like it, thought it was too grindy. I loved it. I loved that game.
It didn't grab me.
Oh, it
like,
grabbed
I
me.
tried
It grabbed
it,
me
but-
good. I
you feel
also
like-
Hey,
I'll tell you this.
Let me go.
Here's my biggest issue with Days Gone is because it starts out of the game, and it's kind of a similar vein, Jeremy, of like the Far Cry thing you were talking about, where it's like you drive
Oh,
around.
I like
here's a-
that.
Here's a camp. You clear the camp out. You get the thing. You get a fast travel point. You go here. You go there. There's a little bit more to it, but there's really no story until you get 40% into the game, and then it's just like story. It's like hours and hours and hours of story. And
Huh.
it's funny because the reviews I was reading about the game when it first came out was there's no story in this game. Because I guess a lot of people that reviewed it, you could have played the game for 8 hours and just went, okay, nothing. There's no like major story in this game. There's just like this
Yeah.
one kind of thread, but like so much of the shit is in the second half, or like even the second third, where you're like, why wasn't this all at the beginning? Like it was a really good story, and the main character is the voice actor Sam Witwer, who does a fantastic job. He plays he was the apprentice in Force Unleashed. and then he does a bunch of like of the Star Wars animated stuff. Awesome job, just like great performance. So I really I liked it, but it was one of those games where the more I played it, I loved it. I was like, oh, I love this game. I had so much fun playing it. I had so much fun playing it. I platinumed the game, and then they came out with like crap extra like weekly challenge DLC shit, and I hated it. And I was like, well, there goes my 100%. Like
I saw someone.
I still have the platinum, but all this other crap I did not care about at all.
I saw someone write in the chat, Jeremy, add it to the list. Like, I have a list of games I haven't played. I literally, after Michael said it, leaned over and typed it onto the list.
Right.
I had a lot of fun. I know some people had issues with it. I had a lot of fun with that game.
It's on
I do find it a little funny just talking about the PlayStation discussion in general that Michael's like, oh man, I'm going to get God again with like 3 titles that I'm going to play with this new console. I mean, like that, to me, that's the same thing with like your Nintendo argument is like they'll remake the same games over and over again or just re-release them in HD quality and we'll buy them.
See, and like Nintendo, I don't know. I don't have a problem. Like, not that.
No, I'm not saying I care. I'll do it.
Yeah.
But let's be honest about what's happening here.
You're just,
You do the same thing over and over
I
again.
don't
and I'm
think
here for
anyone
it.
thought that Matt had a problem with Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, but at the same time, they make so many different games too, and they do have new IPs they try new stuff with at least.
And also, the Switch is a pretty incredible console. It really is. The thing about Nintendo is, like, you're going to get a Mario, and it's probably going to be good. You're going to get a Zelda. You might get a Mario Kart. You sure have it on the Switch. Don't get me wrong. It's great on the Switch. That game's like 7 years old. Can you make a new one, please?
Smash?
They added
when
a
did
new
tennis come out?
They didn't add anything.
Was that Switch
What did they
too?
add?
They added the battle mode
Oh my god!
and a bunch of new characters.
Okay.
Michael goes hard.
I know.
No. All those
Oh,
characters were DLCs from the Wii.
Bowser
version.
Jr. wasn't in the original.
He wasn't DLC.
No, he was
All right,
not.
here we go. Here's the fight of the Nintendo.
How many-
Nerd.
Michael, do not
gloves
engage
are off.
Matt on this.
No, I'm gonna engage. Matt,
Get your remotes out, everyone.
Matt, how many
Mr. Nintendo himself.
how many new courses did they add?
I don't think they added any new courses.
0 is the answer.
Hey, I said they added
Okay.
battle modes and
But,
they
like,
added new characters.
Great idea for launch, right? Mario Kart
Yeah.
8 didn't, it wasn't out too long on the Wii U. Hey, we got a Switch coming out. Let's remake it. We'll call it Deluxe on the Switch. I'm fine with that. Wait, where's 9, guys? Come on, make another one.
What do they do?
Or leave 8. Just make more courses. Just please. You could just sell me $50 worth of courses, and I would gladly buy them again. I don't need
Because
more
that's
characters.
basically what they do with every new Mario Kart. They sell you $50 worth of courses. That's all it is.
I was just no,
but they're fun.
No, I'd say they're improvements. Like
They're fun.
Mario Karts do differ like from game to game as far as like play style and stuff. And this is maybe the best one they've ever made. Like the driving, the handling, it's a masterpiece of a game. It's the best Mario Kart game they've ever made. And I have no problem with it. But like, just give me something new. How have you made not a single new thing has been added since it came out on the Switch?
Well,
When
that's
did
just
the
what.
Switch come out?
It's like 3 years ago now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Wow,
Crazy.
really? Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone in chat was like, Mario Tennis Aces came out in 2018. I was like, there you go.
Yeah,
Mario Tennis.
I remember Mario Tennis got like kind of a new thing. That one was one where
Which I like, but
they tried to force you to play the online every month, and it wore thin pretty quick for me.
3 years ago, Switch came out. March of 2017.
Hello, Internet. You know me. I constantly have my face in a screen from morning to night, and there's no cutting back. I've got my phone, TV, game consoles, office setup. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with my job, looking at screens. Who's to say? But you get the idea. But with every screen comes another source that emits blue light. Now, what is blue light? It's the light that's emitted by digital screens at a certain point in the spectrum, about 455 nanometers for you fellow nerds out there. Now, I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure smart people understand it, and they say, wow, that's a lot of nanometers. Too much of it, and you may be like me and have eye strain, headaches, or tired eyes. Blue light at night can even lower the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep. The solution to this is Felix Gray. Now I get a lot of questions. People say, Michael, didn't you get LASIK? I see you wearing glasses sometimes. Did the LASIK not work? No, I'm just rocking my Felix Grays because I am looking at screens all day and I get the eye strain. I pop them on. World of a difference if I'm wearing them all day. It really does make a difference. Felix Gray blue light filtering glasses filters out 90% of blue light in the most damaging ranges and eliminates 99% of glare through a proprietary industry-leading lens technology only available with Felix Gray. Felix Gray frames are hand-finished from durable, super lightweight Italian acetate. Italian. I said that like Italian. And ordering online is super easy. Glasses shipped directly to you with a hard case and lens cloth included. Try them for 30 days, risk-free. If your screens aren't easier on your eyes, send them back for a full refund. Full refund. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic for the absolute best quality blue light filtering glasses on the market. That's FELIXGRAY glasses.com/off-topic. Do what I did and start taking care of your eyes. Feel better, work smarter. Shipping and returns are totally free at Felix Gray. FelixGrayGlasses.com/off-topic.
When are we gonna get another Splatoon though? You know what I mean?
There you
Because
go.
I'm a kid. I'm a squid.
You're a kid.
I'm
You're a
looking.
squid.
Stop it, you're neither of those things.
Fucking good.
That's
You're a
all.
squid.
I'm looking to just paint up the world.
Jeremy,
you know what I'm
that's all
saying?
you gotta do.
Jeremy is the only one in this show now that's not 30.
Damn.
Oh, man.
You know.
I was
It
holding
is
out
what
as long
it
as I
is,
could.
man.
Hey,
Damn, dude.
lean in here, Jeremy. Lean in toward the
Hey,
webcam so I
guy,
can pinch your
did you-
cheeks.
Did you
Come
bring
here,
your
little man.
ID?
I'm proud of you. You'll get there one day. You keep trying. Okay.
Keep trying.
Keep trying.
Keep
All right.
trying.
I'll keep working toward it. I'll keep working towards living.
Work toward that death point.
Oh, look at
You'll
Cat.
get it. Oh boy.
Yeah, you looking at the cat with the back?
Yeah, this is gonna be Cat the game. I'm
down.
assuming that this is like their what would have been their E3 conference.
Yeah, I
Of course,
wish
with
that,
everything
like,
going on, this is
everyone
how they're
else
doing it.
did that.
Serious discussion real quick. Did you play Splatoon? I know
Oh,
Matt
yeah, I
did.
love it.
Fredo?
I play a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? Ashley tried to get me into it. She was like, "Look, I know you don't like the Switch, but there's this game Splatoon. It might be good. You know what I mean? You like shooting things. You can kind of do that there." And I was like, "All right, I'll mess around, like around with it." And I did, and it was cool.
It's
Fun.
like a weird game that you can really min-max in if you know what you're looking to do, and then after you do it, you hate yourself a little bit, but
Goodness.
you're good.
I'm
You're
thinking
good
about it
after
from
that.
like a parental perspective. I like playing and like I enjoy first person shooters, but I'm not amazing at them. So I like to believe when I go into those games, it's a little bit more nice to me. They're like, oh, this is probably like a 13-year-old. And I'm like, yep. Let's play. Let's go. But it's a great introduction for Iris into first person shooters because she plays adventure games or side scrollers, but she's never played online. So now she is playing online with like, Japanese kids or someone in Germany. I'm like, that's pretty cool to play Splatoon with them. Awesome.
My bones hurt. I just wanted to
You're
point
sorry.
that out.
Why do your bones hurt so much?
'Cause I'm old,
Dude,
dude.
Dude,
I'm
everything
old,
hurts, man.
Oh,
I'm just
Dude, I
like,
You
feel
hit
I'm
30
fine.
and your body was just like, all right, let's just shut down these
I'm
functions.
boning, dude.
oh man.
I'm
All I
also
wanna do
feeling
right
like
now,
tired.
I just wanna lock and unlock my knees repeatedly right now. I feel so
Okay.
There you
good.
go.
I feel
Is that
so
like a
good.
button, or-
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Jeremy,
So
when you breathe, do you feel heartburn? I miss not feeling heartburn.
No,
when
I
breathe.
just feel hope.
Oh,
I
that
just feel
reminds
hope
me.
for the
we should
future.
get pizza tonight.
Hope, he says.
Wait,
Should
heartburn
pizza.
remind you should get pizza?
Yeah, because pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll kill
He's
you.
not wrong,
dude.
Matt.
Pizza's
No, I-
nothing
I
but
know.
heartburn,
I mean-
Matt,
but I want
look
it.
at pizza now and I get heartburn. I'm like,
Oh.
See, I said I've been having to take antacids just for like a year now,
Just to
And-
keep living.
just to keep
Yeah.
living. Yeah, otherwise
Keep
I
it
go
going.
burn myself apart.
Matt, don't get pregnant. It's even
I'll
worse.
do my best.
Don't,
Yeah, Matt.
would not
You
recommend.
better not.
Somebody,
Stop me.
yep,
That's
New
the
face.
the
You really
face
just
movie.
nailed it.
got it. There it is.
What was
Got
it?
him.
Face on.
slap me.
I love
Signing
it.
off.
Nailed it.
Somebody pointed out earlier that I looked
Cut
high.
away. Cut away from me.
They were like, "Michael's looking high." And, well,
As
I'll
a
tell you,
fucking kite. You know
I'll
what
tell
I'm
you,
saying?
Yeah.
Michael's on new medication now, so I don't know.
Like
It could be
technically
that.
yes, but
No, I don't think
No?
high would be.
Blazing
really?
it.
But
I mean, like,
it might be. It
The
might.
ganja,
it might
that
be-
was lettuce.
It might be closing my eyes. I don't know. They look a little less open.
The medication
tired.
with a side effect that closes your eyes.
Well,
Yeah.
they're making me drowsy. That's how drowsiness works, Fredo. Your eyes close when you get tired.
Thank
Do
you,
Do you
Dr.
fucking
Jones.
sleep with your eyes wide open?
Well,
You
okay.
son of a
Here's,
bitch.
I'm no
Yeah,
medical
I
expert.
love
Yeah,
it.
you, me. I
We're
love
the
it.
eyes
All right,
wide
guys,
open.
guys, I'm going to sleep.
Jesus
Got a little
Christ.
washers.
Oh no.
I set them on a 30-minute timer.
God.
I gotta go to the other room and check on Michael, guys. Hang
All right.
on. My question's this. I'm not a medical expert, of course.
No
But-
shit.
By
Can be.
definition, even when you take normal medication, if you're altering your normal, what you are experiencing as your normal
Mhm.
status.
Genomes.
Yes,
Mhm.
sure. No, I don't think that's the right word.
I don't
But-
think genomes is right. I don't think it's
Hormones is the
right.
right word. I don't know.
Just go with it. Just
Regardless,
Sorry, I'm in a mood.
if
Yeah,
you're altering
you're
what
all
would
right, man.
be your normal state, isn't that still a high, even though you're taking like
I don't know what
regularly
the description
prescribed
is.
medication?
You can be high
Because-
on life.
No,
Hold on.
because
Let me look up the
like
description.
Like, can you
But,
say I'm
like-
high on Tylenol right now or
No,
something?
but
Like,
here's the
That's
thing.
called Hylenol.
Here's
Oh,
the thing,
nice.
Matt.
you're
Shut
familiar.
it.
Can I get some more?
The thing is, if the medication is to fix an imbalance, how can that be high, right? Like that means you're fucked before you take
But
it.
Don't you
Yeah.
redefine the imbalance if by nature you're imbalanced? Your imbalance is normal?
No, if you have a
Wait.
broken arm and it's like quit, that's not normal now.
Yeah, but
just
you were
'cause it's
born with the broken
now.
arm. That's the thing. Or
No,
your
you
arm
weren't.
developed into a broken arm.
One, you
as
weren't, and two, like if you were born with a broken arm, that's like you could like probably fix
Mhm.
that. It's broken. It's not like disformed or disfigured.
We have the
right?
technology, okay?
Like,
I was
broken
born- we'll
means
craft you.
But broken means
We'll
not
mend you.
right. That's
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
What is this, Cheetos the
so.
cat?
What?
But
So I
wait.
don't know. I don't know what
I'm
you're
saying
saying.
it's not right, but to you it is normal. This is not functioning correctly. However, because you were born with this or it developed into this as you grew, that to you
Yeah,
is
but-
your normal state. You know what I'm saying?
if I was
No,
born-
but that's you're really stretching normal. Normal. That what you're doing is you're encouraging people like Matt Bragg, who has nothing but problems he needs to address, and people like you just go, "That's just normal, Matt," because
It's his
because-
normal, yes.
because
Yes.
that's what you
Doesn't
do.
make it
I'm not
right,
saying it's
though.
and
right.
you do
I'm
nothing
saying that's
about
what
it.
is.
You're normal now.
Don't worry.
The chat,
I'm
a lot
not
of
with her
people
on
in the
this
chat
one.
are just saying,
Oh, dude,
Lindsay, Lindsay,
Little Big Planet
Lindsay,
4.
Lindsay.
I'm just asking questions, okay? I'm not listen, I'm trying to learn.
No,
Guys,
like the
This is a
way
house
the
of
way
my
learned
it's-
legs,
doctors
my
over
legs
here.
are broken, and it's just normal because
The phrase
they're broken
getting
If,
now.
high.
if you were born with broken legs, then yes, that would be your normal.
Yeah, but Lindsay, I would see
Quiet.
other people with regular legs, and I would be like,
No,
man,
that's-
gee.
That's an abnormal,
Stop
like.
saying that.
Oh, God.
It's just an abnormal
phrase
thing that
getting
happened
high
to you.
means
Mhm.
elevating one's state of mind. In actuality, you are creating an altered state of mind or consciousness. So, getting high is altering your state of
Mhm.
mind or consciousness.
Right,
whether
but what
it's
if
through
the-
drugs
So-
or
state-
through.
What
I
if-
guess you could
of
even
mind.
spiritually get
So
high.
when I was younger, every time I was a little boy and went to
I don't like this story already.
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you want from
Alfredo,
me?
What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying if your ass
You know,
popped a
I went to
Flintstone vitamin
the-
as a kid,
The
You're
game
high.
store with the little giraffe. What's that called?
Toys R Us.
Toys R
Toys
Us.
R Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Game
pulled the
store
little
with the
slip.
giraffe.
I pulled the slip and go up to the guy behind the glass wall. Like, game and get all happy. I was getting high.
You knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he
You know
knew.
what I'm
You might
saying?
not have
You were-
known.
Yeah,
you
I was
high on
getting
life,
high
man.
ever
Get
since I
going.
was
I like
little.
there's a debate now whether Lindsay's right or wrong, and people are like, no,
I love it. I
she
love the
is
Don't even
chats.
have it. Don't even
Someone-
have it.
Someone in there, I already lost it. They were like, Lindsay, I totally get what you're saying, but you are wrong.
Yeah. It's like, I understand what you're saying here, but
I think the difference here is what societal standards are as normal or stereotypical, and then what a person is experiencing as their normal day-to-day life because they have had to live their life with whatever symptom or whatever it is we're discussing.
But you're talking about the difference here is like if you live in a certain way, right? Say my brain used to not be broken, right?
Mhm.
My brain is broken now. So the drugs are trying to make it normal the way that it was.
Mm.
I wasn't born like this. This is new. The thing, like, so if you're born and you're like, look at my arms, they're not broken, and then they're smashed to pieces, that doesn't become normal.
You're high.
You're high.
You're
Yeah.
high when you fix them.
You know?
Damn it.
That's the basis.
Michael,
What?
You gotta
we have to get PS5s. We have to.
Oh, I'm
Dude, it's like
there's
wreck the game.
there's
It
no
looks like it's
question.
wrecked. It's wrecked.
It's wrecked.
really
Wrecked.
It's Sony's version of wreck.
PS5 wrecked. Wreck in the next generation. Wreck. Oh,
What do we think the price of this console is going to be? Think about
$9 million.
I mean, it's probably going to be 400, right?
Probably
Yeah, like,
600.
That's usually what it
Thinking
is.
like-
I would say 6. Yeah.
Thinking
I'm thinking
6
500. I'm thinking
hundos?
500.
Five,
Well, it's between
maybe
5 and 6.
6 hundo?
6?
Okay, well,
in
okay.
this
okay,
economy?
Okay, let's just say, you know,
That's
there's
not
going to be
normal.
tiers,
Hmm.
right? There's going to be at least 2
Yeah.
different prices, and it's probably going to be hard drive related.
Hard drive space. They have SSDs. So you know in them.
Yeah, and I mean that's worth it. Like, and SSD is like really powerful.
I mean, I would assume that's just standard now.
Yeah.
Wow, look at these little guys.
Right. Here's a comment. It's like normal is absolutely socially constructed to a
Yes.
lot of people, as in like
Yes.
what is normal. But each person also has their own normal, aka the state they usually experience.
Exactly.
My normal
yeah.
is fucked up. So
Yes.
so taking drugs to get back to normal wouldn't be like getting high. I'm
Maybe
like
it would be.
I'm-
You're altering your state of mind.
Exactly. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude,
No,
you're
Thank you,
getting so
Jeremy.
high,
What-
man.
What have I done? What have I
my
done?
mind is
But, like,
already
legally
altered,
high, bro.
which
What
is
have I
not
done?
normal. If Matt is born with functioning legs and they function forever and they're shattered to pieces by Jeremy, that's not normal
What?
for Matt.
Why
It's
Jeremy
his- it's his
specifically?
new-
Because we're gonna go
normal,
back to the
because that's
office
his
and he's
life
gonna
now.
get sledge crazy. That's
I'm
why.
gonna
Man
get
has to
really
deal with his
probably
stupid
gonna get
glass
rowdy and-
legs.
He's
Yeah.
gonna you're
Yeah.
gonna get rowdy.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be so
No,
rowdy when I'm there.
It's just, I feel like it's going to be the same amount of
Also,
rowdiness. It's just our bodies are
this
going to be
is-
so sensitive
this
after
is-
being
this is another-
incubated in
Take it
a
anymore.
room of
This
safety
is
for so
another
long.
good comment from
Very
RTTV
true.
It's gonna
from
brittle bones.
Jay Ryan. Everyone debates the idea of normal / high. Jeremy, we need to buy PS5s.
yeah.
It's true. I
It's
love that
not
Jeremy.
important, though.
You tried so hard to segue out of it, and then Michael brought it back. And I was like, "Well, Jeremy tried."
It wasn't a segue. It was rag.
And these the games are looking pretty though. I don't
I'm just saying,
understand
I'm
half
pill
of them,
popping now.
Yeah.
All right.
but they look.
And you're turning
pretty.
green and blue.
I mean,
What's
so
happening?
I'm down
Oh,
with
watch
no,
out.
Michael,
Oh,
stop.
he's on a psychedelic trip.
Watch
bro.
out.
Violet,
he's
you're turning
eyes to
violet.
Look at his lips. It's just like a slightly.
My lips, me.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a slightly different color. Look at that. It's like
Whoa.
I want blue. Can you give me blue Ed Sheeran, please? Thank you.
What? Oh shit.
Lovely. I want that one.
I want that one. Yo, listen up.
That's what Mama
on
wants.
the hill.
Normal dabba dee dabba. Christ.
Anyway, it's been a week. It's been a week.
It has.
definitely- God,
I
it's
mean,
been the
like,
longest
if
week.
we're not high, we're certainly acting that way because this whole week has been just bizarre. And all of our meetings are all loopy and giggly, and we sound like Sarah. We're all messing up our words left and right.
I'm not messing up
Nuts.
nothing.
Yeah, he's speaking
Yeah.
perfection
I'm
over there.
speaking real. I'm speaking truths.
I was muted
Mhm.
during those ad reads, but I wasn't deafened. All right,
Mm.
I heard.
Damn.
Yeah, they were great. Are you kidding me? I fucking killed them.
Dude, I messed up an ad read like 6 times for Chomp.
Sometimes they get you.
Dude,
I
I
get
hate
ya.
that.
Yeah. There's one where there was like 8 adjectives on one word. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can manage it. It's too much. They're really hammering it home. I don't know what the hell they're showing over there now.
I don't even know what an adjective
Yeah,
is.
it's like some type of-
I'm lost.
Yeah.
Dinosaur High School.
It does look like a dinosaur high school.
Co-op presents.
Which, if that's not what it is, I know what we should be making. But
That's an anime.
Goodbye,
I'm typing in
Volcano.
dinosaur,
Dinosaur High School? I guarantee it exists. All right.
Dinosaur high school.
I'd make it or watch it.
Now it immediately asks if I mean Dinosaur Secondary School, which raises more questions, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
Don't be silly.
I
You meant
also like
Dinosaur
how-
Secondary School.
Dude.
I like how Twitch chat is a bunch of assholes that are just like, whenever it's not like a AAA title, it's just like the
Snore.
Resident Sleeper emo where the guy just like,
Yeah.
and it's
That's
just
it.
spammed
Oh,
everywhere.
I mean, don't worry. YouTube has L. That's just all it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great.
YouTube's way of
You
doing
guys are
it.
giving platforms to it, so you should be ashamed of yourselves.
There doesn't
true.
appear to be a Dinosaur High School.
Well,
Is there Dinosaur the
coming
musical?
2022.
Trademark.
Rooster
Trademark.
Teeth.
You're
Dinosaur High
talking
School.
about.
I don't think there's Dinosaur the musical.
Dino
There's a
High the
musical made
musical.
about the show Dinosaur. There's
There's
Jurassic
a
Park the
Elementary
musical.
School. There was an elementary school in Dinosaur, Colorado.
wanna
Called
live there.
Dinosaur Elementary School. It closed in 2007.
Although I'd laugh, there's
No.
like a shit ton of dinosaur skeletons in Colorado. So
They
That
named the
makes
town
sense.
after. I want to live in Dinosaur, Colorado.
me too.
I bet I don't. Hang on. Dinosaur, Colorado. Oh man.
I wonder what you're expecting to find. Like,
Ooh. Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh. There's a lot of dinosaurs. It looks like some dirt with houses on it. Oh.
The
Yeah.
whole town.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fake high school.
It's an overview of a town. It looks like the fake ones they built to like test nuclear bombs.
Oh, well, you
You
can
know what
go.
I mean?
Go ahead,
Oh,
Jeremy.
like the one
Move on
that
in.
Indiana Jones hid in the
Yeah.
refrigerator?
It looks like one of those. Yeah.
See, Alfredo's not wrong. It does sound like a fake like town from a Disney show or something. Like, hi, I'm Ashley. I'm from Dinosaur, Colorado. I'm a sophomore in high school. Life's hard, but it's okay. I have my diary.
Yep.
This
And then
news
it's like
story.
you're watching it on Disney, and it's like dun dun dun.
And they do the
dun,
wave.
dun, and
Yeah,
they do, like
yeah.
waving the
Mouse
wand with the
ears, yeah.
Mickey.
Oh no! The headline of this news
exclusive.
story. The headline of this news story just
Hey,
says "Trouble in
Oddworld.
Dinosaur."
Oh, no.
Trouble
Stop.
in Dinosaur.
Trouble in
It's a couple
Dinosaur.
million years late for that headline.
The town's in peril. Oh
Oh my
man.
lord. Well, yeah, it's about to go extinct.
Yeah. Welcome to Dinosaur,
Careful.
Colorado. Has a Stegosaurus on the sign.
Hmm.
Damn. Damn.
Missed out. What could have been?
Wow.
I could have been a dino expert.
Wow.
Dino DNA.
Wow, guys.
I need to 100% that dinosaur game. The Jurassic Park one.
Jurassic,
Oh,
the
the
park
park
builder
The
building?
one?
Jurassic World, yeah, the park
Evolution?
building one.
Oh, I love that
I was
one.
like on the last
so
thing,
fun.
and then all my Stegosaurus got eaten by other monsters that I made. But
That
What
sucks.
I did was
Regardless.
I put like a giant just a giant huge circle arena, and then I made a bunch of cages and put like all these hybrid and like top
Mhm.
tier just like meat eaters, and then I opened them all at the same time, unleashed them on each other, and then I had one little goat that I put in there. His name was Jack. And I named him Jack, and I wanted to see how long he'd last. And
Jack
so,
the goat.
yeah, Jack the
I
goat.
get it.
Jack the goat kept trying to drown himself in the water,
yeah.
and then eventually got eaten by T-Rex. So
T-Rex got him.
So is
Jack
life.
didn't last long.
So is
Fredo,
life.
it's
The life
comforting
of-
knowing I'm not the only one with these thoughts. Just to
wanted to
make
see
I mean, I
something
think we
like
all
that.
do
What does
a
that
little
mean,
bit. I'm
Matt?
glad you made a gladiatorial arena with your hybrid dinosaur
Yeah.
freaks.
Where
That's
it's just
awesome.
like, oh man, all of these would be good at fighting. Let's see which one can fight the best.
Mhm. Now what's dangerous or a little concerning is when you translate that into the real world and you're like, oh, as a kid I used to like, hold a magnifying glass into the sun and melt ants. It's like, that's a little fucked up. Don't
That's
do
kind
that.
of fucked
Fucked
up.
up, but
Who
also
don't do
do
that?
that.
and snail and
Concerning.
stuff. That's kind of
It was,
fucked up.
it was hard to do, too.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Fans
easier
move
for
too
you in
much.
Texas.
Yeah,
The
Matt's
ants were
hold
fine. It
still.
was just more like the sun and
Stop.
the cloud situation.
No, I used to just try to set my friend's notebook on fire. If I could catch the sun
With
in
a
our
flamethrower.
classroom
Oh, I
just
see.
right, I could like.
I thought you just meant a lighter. I was like, Jeremy, it's not hard.
Yeah, I just
You
used fire, man.
Mm.
When I played with fire, I just got fire.
So I didn't do the magnifying ant thing, but we had a bunch of bumblebees right outside of my classroom and honeybees in like a flower field. So my friend and I would eat 2 pudding cups at lunch, like the snack pack ones, and clear them out, and then we'd go bee catching at recess. And we would bring in a water bottle full of bees that we had caught, and that would just like chill with us for the rest of the day.
Water
That would
bottle
chill with
full
us.
of bees.
So,
What the
yeah.
hell's wrong with you?
Yeah,
What?
that's,
This is
that's
where they-
a
My
great
bee
question.
bottle. Don't question
Oh,
it.
well, that explains it.
Yeah.
Oh, the bee
My
bottle.
bee
Oh,
bottle,
got
yeah.
it.
Bottle.
When I was
Got
a
it.
kid,
bottle.
in
The
a
bee
similar,
bottle.
similar insane fashion where I grew up as a kid, fireflies were a huge thing. They don't exist here. I've never seen one.
I've seen a couple actually around here.
I mean,
They're
like, have
here,
you
it's just
seen a
I
not-
have
couple
to drive
of
down
like,
dark roads off
like,
of
holy
like, nowhere.
shit,
Yeah.
there's one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking. I'd walk outside my house and there'd just be hundreds, and that
There'd be
was just
5 million
Like,
fireflies.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he wasn't.
Sexy.
He wasn't.
You
there.
would
He wasn't
not
there
believe
yet.
your
He wasn't there yet.
eyes.
He wasn't there yet.
Fireflies.
I
And you
went
could just
there,
go
though.
like catch them and put them in a jar and like poke some holes in it, and then you have the jar and be like, oh, this is fucking cool, because they were like cool bugs, you know. If they landed on you, they'd be like
pretty cool.
ladybugs, like, what up?
Yeah.
I'm chill. I don't
Yeah.
bite you. I don't sting you. I fucking look cool. I go "Ooh," and I light up, and you get a jar, a bunch of fireflies. You look at that, and then you let them go, and then you've killed 20 minutes. Lindsay's over
Mhm.
here getting cups of bees.
Yeah.
and
You're not
holding them in
hardcore.
class.
I don't
Like,
know.
I dare you to give us
I don't
homework.
know what's happening.
What was
Or I
the end
open my
result
bee
of that,
jar.
Lindsay? Like,
Just coming
they
in from
weren't gonna
third
be
grade
happy when you
recess,
let them
man.
out.
Well, you
Like-
let them out, yeah. Later after the day, you're like, "Hey,
You
bye,
let 'em
bees.
out
It
when
was a great
someone
day at
wrongs
school.
you, Matt.
See you later."
When they stop
Bees.
moving.
No,
I mean,
none of them
the-
died.
Ah,
I
God,
just
dude.
kept them as a pet for a little bit and then freed them. That's it. That's all that happened. That's it.
I don't know that I can trust that.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's also like, what animals can you keep as a pet and just be like, yeah, okay, you're fine. No, let them
tell-
go out.
Tell you right now,
No, we're
man.
done.
One
You're
time we
snake.
had grasshopper bottle. Grasshopper bottle was a horrible idea because someone took it from me and poured it on me, and it was traumatizing. And to this day, I hate
Ooh.
grasshoppers.
How many
See, that
grasshoppers
could
were
have
in
happened
grasshopper
with bee
bottle?
bottle too, but
I think we got close to
It's just
30.
10.
Usually that
How
was
many
our
grasshoppers in a
That's a
bottle?
lot. Yeah.
That's
What are you doing?
You get too close. You catch
it's
them real quick.
crowded. It's what that is.
It doesn't seem possible. I can't stop fucking
That's not
yawning.
proper
I think I'm gonna
housing.
pass
No, it
out.
wasn't. I'm sorry.
I'm getting
It was very
knocked
crowded.
out. I'm
You
losing.
getting drowsy?
I'm losing steam, dude.
Oh
I don't know what happened. We started early yesterday morning. We didn't start early today, but we hit the ground running, and it was like back to back to back.
It was.
I'm just like, oof, I'm falling apart, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
do a whole lot of
fucking old.
nothing after this.
I'm
Jackie
not.
and I just
I'm gonna break down all my
Huh?
stuff and then be bombarded by my children. They're gonna punch me and jump on me and shit, and I'm just gonna
well,
lie
Oh,
there.
man.
you have
And
kids.
I'm just gonna take it, and I'm gonna hope food gets in my mouth at some point.
Yeah.
Kat and I are gonna do some baking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's
What are you making?
cool.
Well, Kat's
gonna bake?
making her family's recipe for raspberry squares. Just like raspberry preserves, like
So
with crumble on top of it and everything's really good. I'm trying to make a babka. Like a
Oh.
cinnamon babka. Like roll that all up, twist it, bake it.
Fuck, a babka?
Straight out of
Nice, pop
Seinfeld.
it.
Straight
man.
out of
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Straight out of
What's
Seinfeld.
made up.
You gonna do
That's not
cinnamon
real.
babka?
Cinnamon
it's
babka.
not real.
Which
I'm
one
going
did they
cinnamon.
want?
It's not- it's made
They
up.
wanted the chocolate
If he makes it,
babka.
it's real.
Right.
Yes.
Seinfeld was arguing for the cinnamon one. He's like, cinnamon is the one. But yes, chocolate was the other.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought chocolate was
Not-
the coveted one, and then they settled on
Yeah,
cinnamon.
I thought so too.
No, but Seinfeld was always like Jerry's wanted
Mhm.
cinnamon. Like he was making the argument for cinnamon.
Huh.
He was doing remember he did the whole thing of like, I just remember him doing that line of like, cinnamon should be in restaurants on tables along with salt and pepper. Like, like whenever you ask someone what they want, it's cinnamon. I just know he
You
like,
you could be right. I just know the babka they wanted
you-
was taken, and there was only one babka left, and I think the babka had a hair in it that they got.
yeah.
Ugh.
Also, you definitely know more about Seinfeld than I do, so I would usually defer to you on this.
Yeah.
All I know is that whenever, not that it was often, but if babka ever came up, like when I lived in Massachusetts and stuff, my dad would initially go cinnamon babka every time, like just because of
Abushka.
I
just a Seinfeld.
don't want to go back to the old subject, but for just a moment,
Nope, cinnamon
I feel,
babka
I
is the
feel
secondary.
It's a
Hang
new
on,
subject
hang
now.
on.
Who's getting high? Who's
I've-
getting high?
I've consulted.
Which one
I've
is its normal
consulted-
state?
I've consulted. Cinnamon babka is the backup babka from the episode.
It's the backup one. Okay.
It's they wanted. Listen, the clip didn't even. The clip started after the first babka was gone, but she went, "I got the cinnamon babka," because that's how everybody talks in New York, and Jerry went, "Another babka."
God.
Oh, right. And then he discovers. Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Got it. Yes.
I'm just
Correct,
saying.
Mike.
Nailed
Michael.
it. We got the proper babka.
I always defer to Mike on Seinfeld.
I know
Michael
Seinfeld.
knows
He would know.
Seinfeld really
No
well.
Seinfeld.
2 people
Yeah.
in the chat. One person said, "My siblings and I would catch bumblebees in empty water bottles and would free them later." I understand you, Lindsay. The person immediately after that said, "I also had a grasshopper bottle," in all caps. I was like, cool. I guess maybe it was a Southern thing, but I don't know if Matt did that.
No.
So yeah, bee bottle.
Well,
you know?
in fairness, I'm allergic to bees, so
That-
that makes sense. I wouldn't want
Are
to
you
do
really?
that. Yeah.
Oh man,
Not to
dude.
talk
I
about-
got a
Oh,
shenanigans in
nice.
mind.
Not to talk.
We're
I
gonna
don't want
test
to
that,
get too
right?
off topic. About Matt being horribly maimed by bees. But
Oh,
you were right in the sense that Jerry defended it because they wanted the chocolate. They didn't have the chocolate. And then Elaine was concerned the cinnamon wasn't good enough. And then that's when Jerry was like,
And then
cinnamon's
that's when
good
Jerry
enough.
goes on the tirade.
Cinnamon's good
Yeah.
enough. But it was only in lieu of the chocolate babka being sold out.
Got it.
Gotcha.
We're all on the same
Yeah.
page here. I'm sure
we
everyone
get
in
it.
the chat is a huge
I
feel like-
Seinfeld fan.
This is just a very
This was
white conversation
probably
right now.
Totally during their time.
This is probably
I'm
season
at a loss. I'm gonna be
like
honest
5 or
with you.
something. So this was probably 1995. I'm gonna guess.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I watched The Matrix recently, just thinking about the 90s, because it was on HBO Max, the whole trilogy, which is amazing. I'm halfway through Reloaded, but I just kind of threw that on in the background because I didn't really care too much because it's all about the first one. But that came out, it was like May of 99. It's just kind of crazy. I love watching movies from the 90s and going back and seeing what people thought the internet was going to be like. And The Matrix is a huge iconic film. Of course, it's very heavily related to like internet culture. But it's crazy how much of that movie crafted what we know today as like an online community, or like the stereotypes we have about like nerd gamers or like hackers, if you want to still use that term. But yeah, it's very weird
what?
to watch now.
I'm a hacker. I can access my hard drive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm a hacker. I hacked some coins.
Fredo, I don't want to brag, but
but-
I can plug in a USB in one try.
Oh shit!
that's not
Sorry, that's
easy.
a real
That's
brag.
not easy.
That's,
No one
that's
can
not
do
your
That shit
lie.
doesn't make sense.
You're
That's
lying.
magic
do
to me.
that.
There's
lying.
some kind of little troll messing with the damn
Shut
plug-in
up.
because you'll plug it in one way, it doesn't work, and then you'll flip it, and that doesn't work. And you plug it in the other way, then it works.
This is great
Makes
too.
no sense.
I'd like
Also,
to.
January 2021, Hitman 3.
Hitman
Yep.
3, baby.
Ooh, nice.
Yup,
Is
more
that- is that a-
videos.
Is that a PS5 exclusive though?
Ah,
I don't
I
know.
can't
No.
imagine.
Yeah,
probably
they were
not.
talking. They
Maybe
had
it's
like
just
one of the
early,
devs
but-
talking, but I don't got audio on.
The thing about
Yeah,
Lindsay in the
message jab.
Matrix, I'd like to point out, she did watch the Matrix the other day, right? So she watched the whole film.
It's a great film. Still holds up.
Then she was like, "Oh, Matrix 2. I'm gonna put this on." Put it on. 90 seconds into the film, left the room. So it's playing on the
Nice.
TV
'Cause
next to
it's
me.
Matrix Reloaded.
like
I
I'm-
mean,
right. No, I
yeah,
get what you're
come
saying.
on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
but here's the thing. Also, you put it on. You
I
could have
did.
just not put it on. So you can't argue. Who cares? Like you
No.
started it.
Let me stop you right there.
I'm-
We were just talking about the appeal of Alfredo's sex ASMR, where there is no visual. If I can hear Matrix
Yeah.
Reloaded,
You
I know
couldn't
what's
hear
going
it.
If you
on.
can hear the fapping going on,
So I'm
know.
here.
yeah.
I'm right
Yeah, some
here
good
playing
faps.
Assassin's Creed at my computer. The TV's next to me with Matrix Reloaded playing. She gets about 90 seconds in before she's gone. Not even on the same floor of the house. She's just gone. And the movie, and I'm wearing headphones, and the movie's going, and I'm listening to it because it's on. At 35 minutes in, I paused the film because I was like, she's not coming back. Like the whole movie's just sitting here playing. I don't know where she is. And then
I guess
finally,
maybe I just needed to start it so my brain
Finally-
could remember.
finally she comes back and goes, "Oh, you didn't have to wait for me. You could have kept watching it." And I go, "I wasn't watching it. I put it on. Why would I wait for you?" I against my will watched the first 35 minutes of Matrix Reloaded and just paused it after some point because I said, "I guess she's not coming back." And then
That's
she
fair.
never continued it.
To be fair,
It's like
this is-
cable TV when
Yeah,
you just
this
see it
is-
on and running. It's
Yeah.
like, I guess I'm watching it from this point on.
It's a great case study example of how my brain works. I turned it on and I went, I just watched the first Matrix. Okay, I'm not really like a huge fan of Reloaded. I'll put it on. I know what happened.
I'll
The
throw
first couple seconds,
Yeah.
I'll
went
throw it
through.
a bone.
In my brain, I went, okay, highway chase, architect, stop bullets. I'm done. It's like, walked
You
away.
And then
didn't
I'm
get
gone.
anywhere near that yet. The start of the film that you watched was Trinity jumping out a window, fighting an agent, and they're shooting at each other. And I
Yeah,
don't
but I
even
know where
that
it's
you
going.
I don't even know that you finished
To
that
the
scene.
Matrix.
Yeah.
God.
You knew where it was going before you started the film, as well.
True.
Just saying. And then
I just
she
wanna
gets
taste.
shot, and then Neo goes, "Whoa," and he wakes
Spoiler.
up. Yeah, spoiler. And it's crazy because now he's
Oh.
got hair.
And Reloaded at
Whoa.
the end is where the heart pump, right? At the Trinity heart pump, or is that the third movie?
I don't know.
Where he
They
like
keep
sticks his
they
hand in.
Yeah.
bring each other back to life all
He's
the
like,
time. That's probably the
Yes.
third
Why are you
one.
looking at me?
Yeah,
Nothing
I
to
have
add.
no idea. I haven't watched The Matrix either.
Mhm.
I guess. Tyler
I'll
sent
do
me
that
a
with The
Slack.
Office. Like, I'll leave
Uh,
that up. I'll go to sleep with that on, but I quit paying attention to it seconds after.
What movie is
But
this?
I also know everything about it.
Okay,
The Office, you said?
Tyler.
Yeah, The
Oh,
Office.
that was-
Tyler
yeah.
sent me an official graphic, which, to be fair, I'm pretty sure is exactly what I already said. But I'll read. I think what I said had more information in it. But for tomorrow's stream, join us for a live stream supporting NAACP empowerment programs, Color of Change, Black Girls Code, and Austin Justice Coalition. Friday, June 12th, starting at 10 a.m. Central. 10 a.m. Gmod Variety Pack.
Yep.
Noon, One Night Ultimate Werewolf. 2 p.m. Ultimate Chicken Horse. 3 p.m. Animal Crossing. 4 p.m. Gang Beasts. 5 p.m. Jackbox. 6 p.m. Mario Kart. 8 p.m. Pummel Party. Those are the games. Cast is going to be all like this. You're going to say, who's the cast? It's going to be like,
Oh, but I'm
You
in
gotta watch to
werewolves.
find out.
yeah, you got to watch to find out. But Fredo's in Werewolf, and also I'm in Mario Kart.
Ah,
I'm in also
same.
in
Also,
Party.
I
I'm in
better-
Gmod. That's all I
better-
know.
I better
Also,
be in
I
Chicken
Kart.
Horse, or I'll raise hell.
I don't know if you're in Chicken Horse. Depends on what we're
Say it
doing.
again.
Yeah.
Say it
No, I'll
again.
jump in. I'll jump in a chicken
Okay.
horse. Win a couple.
I gotta talk about this.
That's
article. I
actually
didn't
a
see
good
it.
question. I forgot we talked about that.
Yeah. Tyler sent me an article a little bit ago. I just saw it now of animatronic T-Rex burst into flames at Colorado Dinosaur Park.
Awesome.
No.
The first couple sentences of this are the most hardcore thing I have ever heard. It says, burning bits of dinosaur debris fell through thick clouds of smoke and flames spewed from the mouth of a giant animatronic Tyrannosaurus Rex last week when an electrical problem caused a fire at a dinosaur exhibit.
Jesus
Look at it!
Christ.
Holy.
That's awesome.
Oh!
Oh my god.
When did this
Yes.
happen again? When did this go down?
When did
When
it go
did
down?
this
go
Listen,
down?
I have
That's
to go to
awesome.
Fox
When did
News
this-
Look
site for
at
that. Yeah, I
it.
never want to end up there. Let's see.
Because that's like a harbinger of death or like the apocalypse or something.
That's a sign of the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
Published
T-Rex
When the
is
March
past is dying in the future. What should we
2
do?
years ago. 2 years ago, this is published.
Tears. No?
Oh, there's video.
I mean, yeah, if it's anywhere within the last like
most
7
of the
8 years,
flames are coming
there's
out of
video.
its dick.
Mhm.
Its dick is center flamage. I'm noticing watching this video.
It has
it's
a
like
dick?
it's
Yeah.
like drooping.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's probably
Oh.
from its
It's
inner
plump.
knee, but at the
Yeah.
angle, it looks.
Yeah.
See, now you're talking about like
Dick's
the
on
priest
fire.
in The Little Mermaid, that whole scene where Prince Eric is
It's his
marrying
foot.
what he thinks
It's
is
his
the Little
foot.
Mermaid, but it's not. Yeah. And it's his knee, but it
yeah.
looks like the priest has a boner. And everyone talks about how they think there's a boner in that movie. Heavy
What?
debate online. Yes.
There's one on the castle.
Tyler, can you
On the
pull up
cover.
photo,
The
please?
castle has a
You
deck,
pull it.
right?
Yeah. No, that's confirmed.
That's
Yeah.
confirmed.
There was
Castle
a
has
penis on
dick.
that castle.
What?
In Little Mermaid, Castle has dick.
Mhm.
Guaranteed. That was
Also,
removed,
in
but yeah.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there's penises all over.
You can
There
hang
are
on
a
it.
lot of penis. Yeah, you
but
can
they're
hang
all,
on penises.
They got all their fleshy bits though. So
Well, they have
it's not too
foreskin too,
graphic.
so it's extra hangy.
That's what I just said,
Oh, the
but I
fleshy bits? That's what you meant?
downplayed it,
Oh, okay.
and then you
Gotcha.
made it dirty.
Well, use the technical
Yeah.
term,
Well, ain't nothing
sir.
dirty about
Yeah.
foreskin.
But
you
you
know,
can
Stop
hang
saying
on
the
the foreskin.
F word.
Just
Oh.
a little bit of that
Sometimes
foreskin
Alfredo, it's F
right at the
word.
tip. No, stop, please. I don't. I still don't know what it
Yeah, you
means.
can dangle off their foreskin. You know what I appreciate about that game too? I don't know what statue I was dangling off of yesterday, and I saw it was like I was climbing the back of it,
Huh.
and I knew it was a
Dick
dude.
dangling.
I knew it was
Yeah.
a dude, so I was like, I'm gonna switch around and just see, what's going on over here. I'm gonna crawl around.
What are we
the
working
side.
with?
Yeah.
This is the statue of a god, right? This
Mhm.
giant, I don't know, 100-foot, 200-foot tall statue that's like handmade, stone, everything. Not a big dick. Not
Nah.
huge. You
Well,
know
that
what?
was the thing at the time, right?
Maybe he's
Where
a
it's like-
grower.
Well, not only that, but they were just like, who cares? He's a god. Who gives a shit? dude?
what
were
It
you
wasn't
gonna
say,
like,
Matt Bragg?
dude, if that was made today, his dick would be like 14 feet
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone would be like,
Especially if it was made in
"Got
America.
you, bro.
Yeah,
Was America would have, like,
Check out his
massive
dick.
You see that?
It was
Got
like
you."
if you had a big dick, you were stupid, so they
No.
didn't really like.
Yes,
It
that
was-
wasn't. I think that
I'm
was.
glad
a
Matt
thing.
said that. It wasn't
Yeah.
stupid, but you were
Also-
brutish. It was
It
considered
was
like
almost like
you were
it
an
didn't
animal,
matter, and they were like,
Yeah.
"On, I guess he had a scrotum and a penis, so put those on there too."
If you can find room,
yeah.
fit them
What
in.
a what a
they-
different what a
They
different
were on it.
time.
What a different time, dude. Those statues would be nuts nowadays.
Yeah, those statues should
Like,
be
literally.
embarrassed.
Third leg in
Yeah.
it.
God.
Yeah, but it'd be more structurally sound that way
The
too.
third
Like
leg
a
of a god.
tripod,
leg.
you know.
Hey,
If we
is that
made a
it? We're done
tripod
here?
statue though, we would try and we'd tent the whole globe as Americans.
There'd be
I
people
feel.
that would be living under the dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. They wouldn't want to be under the dick, but they would live under it.
Yeah.
Or it'd be
Like, sorry.
cheap rent. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be an ideal spot to live.
Oh,
So
I'm getting
Yeah,
through
it would
it,
be
man.
pretty
I'm
inexpensive.
getting through it. I'm just trying to get through
You could
that
do it.
game. I need.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it, man.
I need.
You could do it. It's a lot.
I need one more effing piece of gold so I can upgrade my spear to level 5, so I can get all the
Oh,
last
yeah.
upgrades.
Uno mas. Uno mas.
I have
amigo.
17 abilities unspent because I just want to get the level 5 dagger, and then I can get level 3 on all of
Yep.
like my good abilities, that because I'm already tearing people up at level 2, with like the spear assassin thing, and then the overpower moves, and like the move where you knock everybody away and shit. So I'm just like, I just need one more little piece and then I'll be good.
You get so strong in that game. Like,
Yeah, I'm at the tipping point.
yeah.
The only thing that can like mess me up now is I'm in like the S tiers of the bounty hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I'm on level 54, 55. And the final dude on like S tier 5 is level 99. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm not going to fight him if I see him.
Yeah, I mean, I quit doing the S tiers because I 100%ed it. So I was like, there's no.
Yeah,
There's no
it
reason.
No
won't keep
point.
me playing. I'll
Yeah.
stop, and I don't know what I'm gonna play next. I had a plan. I was gonna play Dragon Quest, but like I don't know. I just really didn't expect Assassin's Creed to take this long, so I don't know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Dragon Quest
Don't
is
know.
a very light game. A quick playthrough.
Yeah,
Knock out Dragon Quest in
Light,
what, like a
breezy.
day?
Easy.
Yeah.
super short and very linear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Easy to pick
Nah.
up. Yeah.
I completely I stopped Dragon Quest just because I got Xenoblade. And I hate it because I stopped Dragon Quest not even as far as I was in the PS4. So
Is this
I need to go back.
Inquisition you're talking about?
no, Dragon Quest.
Oh, Dragon Quest. I was thinking Dragon
yeah,
Age.
yeah.
Dragon
No,
Age, yeah. I got you.
No, yeah. I got it again on the Switch. And I think it's so much better just because it's not necessarily a game I always want to play on a TV. I don't know. It seems way better to do it in like bed, chilling out.
Just chilling, just hanging around.
Well, that would
Yeah, makes
definitely make
sense.
sense with longer form games like that, RPG.
Yeah,
games,
exactly. It's like a couple hundred hours. I want to go to sleep at some point throughout that
Yeah.
time. So might as well
Ideally.
just,
Ideally.
cut out the delay.
Now, see,
Goes
I want
off. You're already
to.
there.
I heard rumors that they're going to re-release some of the old Tales games, and I hope so
Really?
because I played Tales of Symphonia, and I was like, oh god, that'd be so awesome to pick up again. But same thing, I just don't think I have the time or like the capacity to involve myself in a game like that anymore. I didn't even make it to the second disc when it first came out. Like
Yeah,
discovering that as a kid, I was like, holy shit, there's a second disc? Oh my god.
And
I never
I'm
played
just
it.
I'm doing it to myself over and over because I'm like, I've never really played Xenoblade. That could be fun. And I played it for like 20 minutes and I was like, yep, it is. And then I'm stuck. I'm just like, god damn it. This is a couple
Sure
hundred
is.
hours.
Yeah, you get stuck in some of those games that are like grindy. Like I know for me, a lot of games that like Division and stuff, I would spend so many hours just min-maxing gear and then grinding and trying to grab like more stuff and craft things and trying to get like the best chance of like crit damage on this piece, etc.
See, I did that with
I'm
Destiny
just-
2, and all I cared about was my light level. And I was like, I just want a high light level. I don't care. Why am I doing this to myself?
I'm glad I
Yeah.
finished Final Fantasy VII remake, because that would have been like a real like I've let myself down if I didn't play that game. Final Fantasy VII was the first RPG I ever played in my life.
Yeah.
And I got into it, and like I liked it, but dude, around 5 hours into that game, I was like, this game's amazing. Tore through it, and then I beat it again. Like, you got to beat it a second time on hard if you want to get all the trophies. So it took me almost 100 hours exactly. I probably dilly-dallied a little bit, but it's probably like an 85, 90 hour
Whew.
game. But for 2 playthroughs, not bad. I'm at
Yeah.
70 hours, I think, in Assassin's Creed right now, and I'm still just there's a question mark. I'm gonna go walk to it. Look, it's a bandit camp.
Now it's gone.
Another
Yeah.
question. No, it pisses me off. Here's the only thing that pissed me off in the entirety of Final Fantasy VII. For some reason, in the Final Fantasy VII remake, I love the game. Some people didn't like the combat system. I loved it, honestly. Like, once I finally figured out like how to use your moves, like in conjunction with the other characters you're not necessarily controlling, loved it. I love the game. I love the story. It looks amazing. The voice acting's amazing. I love it. It could be my game of the year for 2020. But there's this thing that happens in the game where so many times when you have to go through a path, it's like a skinny, narrow path, and you have to turn sideways and like side shuffle through. And I don't know if it's like them hiding
Right, for
loading times
Probably.
instead of just like, hey, walk through a door. But it's the most annoying effing thing in the world where you're just like, you're walking through for no reason whatsoever. Hey, look, there's a shelf here. Let me slide through. And it just takes like 5 seconds, and all your characters go. I hated it. But on my second playthrough, I was just like, it was just driving me up the wall. It's the only complaint I have in the entire game is just squeaking through those little tunnels.
Oof. Someone in chat said they had over 400 hours in AC Odyssey. Ugh. That's
400 hours in what?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
See, now I can believe
In
that.
Odyssey?
That can
Really?
absolutely happen.
Yeah.
You could
Here's
do
the thing.
that.
I believe
There's
it,
a lot
but
to
it- oof,
collect,
yeah.
dude.
Well, not
Like,
only that, but you have 2 modes you can choose when you start that game. You can change it whenever you want.
Mhm.
But you have normal Assassin's Creed and most games where it's like, hey, you go to a guy, he gives you a quest, and the quest is like, whatever, go find this guy or go kill this guy or whatever. And it just marks it on your map. But there's also a mode where they don't tell you where that is, and you have to
Yep.
like discover it. Where like you have to go around town and like talk to people and shit and figure out where the thing is that you have to go to.
Oh.
So me not doing that, I was like, fuck that. Give me a marker. Tell me exactly where to go. I'm not farting
Yep.
around. I'm not
Hell
a
no.
detective.
It sounded
I'm an
so
assassin.
cool. Like, I loved
too
the
much
thought of it.
time.
So much time, dude.
Yeah, it was just like one of those things where I looked at it for like, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds, and I was like, that would be cool in a world with infinite time and no responsibilities.
Right.
And then I immediately clicked,
That's
give
Matt's
me the
world.
guide, though.
And it even that's math world. And it even says like, this is the true way to experience this game. I'm like,
Hell
and
no.
I'm like,
I
hell no,
wonder-
give me GPS.
Oh, wrong. Give me
Yeah,
the fake way to
I wonder
experience
what
it.
the
There-
5 people that have truly experienced that game think about it.
because when you talk to people too, like it still leaves those options in. It doesn't remove them. So like you'll talk
Mhm.
to a person, they'll give you a quest, and then kind of like Mass Effect or any game like that, there's like conversation branches you can choose, and then there's the final one at the bottom that's just like, okay, I'm on my way. And you can always just skip to that because all the
Yeah.
other context is just like, where is this guy? And they'd be like, well, I heard there were bandits up by the northern mountain and they might know where he is. So then you're like, I guess I'll go wander over there and then talk to them. And then they didn't, fuck you, where is he? Oh, he's over there? Okay, bye.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, just
My favorite
cool.
thing about that is very often because of that, like there's not necessarily main missions, but the side ones, you can do them before you mean to.
Yeah.
And which even some of the main missions, you can like just be clearing out a thing, find something, be like, that's weird. But
Yep.
more often than not, because of how I play the game, I'll walk up and do the mission, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, they were up at that base. Oh, there's no one left at that base. That
Yeah.
that base is just corpses."
Matt, right now I have about 7 quest items in my
Hold the-
inventory.
Fredo-
Hold the
seen it.
phone. Hold the phone.
Oh,
Resident
yep.
Evil.
Resident Evil 8.
Is it 8?
Resident Evil 8.
Resident Evil 8.
So it's the
Wait,
same
what's it,
dude, right?
Village?
Ethan? It's supposed to be the same guy. Is it first person still?
It
It looked like it was first
still,
person.
yeah, it looked like it. It looked like a werewolf.
I'll play it,
But
but like, man,
there's a trailer.
I feel like I finally got over the like, man, Resident Evil really just kind of got ruined over the years, and then they made 7, and I'm like, okay, this isn't exactly what Resident Evil is that I want, but it's a step in the right direction, and it's a fun game, and I enjoyed it, and I was
Mhm.
like, I can live with this. Then they made
This is
2
good.
again, and I was like, oh fuck that, 7 sucks again. 2 is amazing.
Oh, really? Really?
Well, I mean, like the Resident Evil 2 remake, like it's phenomenal. It's probably the best Resident Evil game made.
Oh,
Period.
fuck that.
Yeah.
3 is good, but like they really kind of butchered it. Like it's really short for some reason. It's like half the length of 2, and it's a lot more actiony than 2 was. Like, this is scary again. This is like, holy shit, close quarters, and zombies are taking like 8 bullets to knock over and shit. Like Resident Evil 2 remake is probably the best Resident Evil game, in my opinion, that they've made. So now I'm like,
Wow.
well, now you got my hopes up, and now I love this again.
Also,
So
take
now
that
I'm less
4.
excited about 8, but I'll still play it.
I mean,
course
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know. It
play
looks
it.
good.
I mean, I'm sure
It
it's
looks
good.
fun.
I'm sure it's good. Hey, Matt, bring
I
back
enjoyed
tank
it.
controls.
Yeah,
Everybody
bring 'em
wants
back.
Oh God.
Right.
Everybody
beginning.
wants tank
Oh,
controls. Who doesn't
Oh,
like playing a
please.
game like this?
Please no.
Oh shit, there's somebody behind me. Got him.
Got him.
I don't know. I hope they don't mess up because they confirmed they're remaking 4, right?
Yeah, but they're doing something with 4. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll
I
see
want a
what
Code
4 is.
Veronica remake.
Code Veronica, it honestly surprised me that they're going to do 4 next, because 4 has been remade. It's never been remade, but it's been like HD upgraded so many times.
Yeah, it moved
and
over
it's,
to
and
various
it's so well
platforms.
loved already as it is. And Code Veronica and Zero are the only 2 like old ones that still have fixed
Right.
camera angles that they never touched. So it kind of surprised, but like Code Veronica is actually the 4th Resident Evil that came out after Nemesis. So I really thought they would just keep doing them in order and do that one next, but I don't know.
Just skipped it altogether. That was
mean,
the
They were
first
just
Resident
like,
Evil
screw
I
it, go to
played.
4.
Yeah,
but
see,
it-
I wish they would remake it just because that's like the only one I haven't at this point.
but I was just saying
And
real
they keep
quick,
talking
though, like,
about it.
yeah, I have so many of those items, Matt, where I go, I guess I'll find someone, they'll give me a quest, and I'll go, okay, and then I'll just hand it to them.
Yeah.
Because I have
And
so
that's-
many things where it's like, ooh, this is a pot of medicine. And it's like a key item, and I go, I don't know what this is. I haven't found this quest yet.
I like that they let you do that, but at the same time, I'm like, I would never pick that up regularly. This wouldn't be a thing like, oh man, scrap of paper with information. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
pick that up
thankfully it doesn't
randomly.
take up any
Yeah.
space, and it just lives
Yeah.
in like a key item kind of area.
That's a lot of what was happening to me when I was playing Link's Awakening. Like, 'cause, you know, I played that for the first time recently. I would like get something, and I'm like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do with a pineapple or whatever? And like, I just would have
That's
it with
part
me.
of the trading game, dude.
Yeah.
Pineapple, you got to trade it. Do you trade it to who do you trade the pineapple to?
He's
Not-
some guy who's like,
is
I
it
want. I think it's the gator looking
the,
guy.
the
It wasn't-
crocodile, right?
Yeah, and he's
On
like,
the beach.
he's like, I want vittles. Well, the one on the beach, I think, wants a canned
Oh
good.
yeah. No, you're
Mhm.
right. You're right. You give the pineapple to the guy that wants vittles. You're right.
Yeah, I want vittles. He's like, oh, pineapple. I'm like, I guess that's vittles. Horizon
Let's
Zero
Let's be
Dawn
clear, it's
2.
Vittles with
Yeah.
a V.
Another Horizon Zero
Another
Dawn.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that that's what
Vittles.
this is?
Yep.
Good.
I
Yeah.
just see crabs on the beach.
There you go,
Now,
Michael.
is that a mechanic that was in the original Legend of Zelda too? Just some kind of trading
Trading
game?
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the original, other than there was like you had to get a piece of paper and then you could buy potions from someone.
Oh, I thought she meant like the original Link's Awakening, though.
Oh, and the
No,
original Link's
no, like
Awakening,
the original,
yes, that
like
was.
I mean, it's a theme in a lot of Legend of Zelda games I've seen. Is there's like
no,
either some
yeah,
kind of
Matt's
side
right.
quest where you do a trading game like that, or it is part of the main
There
story.
was a lot. I don't know what if I'd call them side quests. There was a lot of extra crap in the original game that you didn't have to get. Like you didn't
Yeah.
have to get the rings. The game would be hard as hell without them, but you don't. I don't think you needed them, like the damage rings.
Yeah, I mean, you never really needed a lot, but that's kind of like how that game was, especially early on. It's like you don't need all this stuff to beat the game, but it's good if you have it.
You're gonna get
you know?
tore up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how like Breath of the Wild became too, where it's like you can go beat that game immediately, but
they took it to an extreme. But that was
Yeah.
the benefit of like, you know, we just talked about Nintendo re-releasing the same
Do
thing over and
whatever
over
you
again and us buying
want.
it.
That's
Yeah,
the
Breath of the Wild was like, okay, it's, you know, Legend of Zelda again. Now let's go crazy with it. And people
Mhm.
did. I did. It's pretty nuts
And
how
it's
much you
such
can
a-
explore in
Just
that
announced
game.
PS5, Breath of the Wild 2.
yeah. Come out soon.
Wow.
I was like, wait,
Wow.
what?
That's
I was like, where are you
crazy.
seeing that?
Where are you
Horizon
seeing
Zero
that?
Dawn. What's going on here?
What is it gonna be called? They haven't showed it yet. Just Horizon
Forbidden
2?
West? Oh, sorry. Again, I'm thinking we're talking Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon 2 Forbidden West.
Forbidden West, man. It looks
Nice.
interesting. Looks like the Golden Gate Bridge at the end.
Eh?
I mean, now I have to
Dude,
finish
again,
the first one.
So many games that are just like, I'll play that exclusive
There's
and that
also so many
exclusive, and there's like
games
5 of them.
Like Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
especially the older they get, right? Like Origins, like Horizon, where you're like, whoa, I don't know what time it is, but people be running around with bow and arrows and shit, and then you go into like a secret underground high-tech government facility, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Assassin's Creed's
precursors.
even-
It's
Oh,
so
shit.
far into the future that we've reverted back.
Right. You're
See, I love
yo,
that.
Assassin's
these
Creed's even
these
weirder
fools
because
got-
it's like
AI and shit.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you meet like the precursor race of people who have incredible technology that can heal you instantly and all this shit. But yeah, they still use bow and arrow.
So that's
but,
what
you know.
Assassin's Creed that's happening. Horizon Zero Dawn, Halo, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
One other game has a super awesome advanced race. that's
Jack and
now-
Daxter.
So I'll say
Okay.
even
Well, it's
though
usually like
that happened in
post-apocalyptic.
Japan.
That's how it works, right?
I will say in Horizon, to spoil it, I mean for people who haven't played it,
man.
but even in
It's pretty
Horizon,
bad.
it ain't an advanced race. You're just in the future after humans fuck themselves up.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
human.
We are
It's-
the
it's-
advanced race.
It's
Yeah.
all just human technology.
It's Mad Max
And
mentality. It's
they made some
post-apocalyptic.
real- They
We
made some
fucked
real
up.
boo boos.
Yeah.
We
Gotta
destroyed
rebuild.
ourselves.
It's
Mostly you.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet
All
of
right.
the
Same
Apes.
thing.
Ape.
Yeah.
Global
Yeah,
warming
you're
is
right.
fake.
You're
It's
totally
a
Literally
lie.
it. Yeah. Absolutely. Our hubris is our folly.
It gets us most of the time, to be fair.
Yes, does get us. I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn, but watching Michael 2, I liked that world building, and I thought it was unique
Mhm.
enough to where you do have the trope of, again, like post-apocalyptic world, this high-tech versus old world blended together, but it felt different enough to me that it wasn't boring, I guess.
also know,
Yeah,
Jeremy,
just-
did you play
Yo.
Horizon?
I did.
Did you know that the voice actress in Horizon is Tiny Tina?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
Wild.
oh man, Ashley
Quite
Burke.
different.
Ashley
Yeah.
Birch. Birch or
Yep.
Burke?
It's Ashley something.
Birch.
You're right.
Birch. Yes. Love her as Aloy. Hate her as Tiny Tina.
Goodness.
Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is coming to PC summer 2020.
You're coming.
Oh.
I will
Yeah,
play the
you're
shit out of
happy.
that.
Boom.
When does
Check out
Last of Us
Alfredo
come out
coming
again?
in
I will-
2020?
I will catch up years later.
When's
Before
Last of Us released, by the way?
What's up?
Isn't it soon? Last of
Yeah,
Us?
Last of Us. What's the
Whoa,
release?
that's what
That's
that
comes out
console
like
looks like,
next week, dude.
Yeah,
the
that's,
fuck?
that's
Oh, they're
why I'm
reviewing the
asking.
console,
When?
Yeah, it's like
What
a week
day?
away.
I
Holy
wanna say the
shit, really?
17th.
Yeah.
Console looks.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, Last of Us is close, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Last
next
of Us
week.
Part 2.
Couple
June 19th. 8 days.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh.
God.
That
I
really
didn't even
crept up on
realize.
us. That
Pokemon
really
DLC.
crept up on us.
What the hell is this? A robot? What's the PS5 looking like? Jesus.
It looks
like a modem.
some kind of like Lamborghini type
Ooh.
device.
It looks
What
like
the
a
hell?
modem/router that you'd be like showing off.
It
to your
really does.
friends.
It looks like
Yeah.
a really like a gaming router. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, like
That looks like something
an
that's
edgy gaming
inconvenient to
router.
store.
the gaming chair of routers. That's exactly what that looks like.
And the
Oh,
price
well.
is $5 million.
Ooh.
Are they gonna say the
Damn,
price?
bold price.
Worth
The
it.
controller looks like a crab. It looks like to
It
me.
does.
I don't know what it is about it. Say a
Crab
price. Say a price. Say a price. Don't you
All right,
just
so I
leave
said
it.
500. Someone said 600. I think Michael was talking about like $400.
Michael said 400. You said 5. I said 6.
PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. No idea what the fuck the difference is. They look the exact same.
It
disc
probably
drive,
means
probably.
yeah, there's no disc tray.
Look at that texture on the inside.
Ooh, DualSense charge
You're a
station.
little bit ahead of me.
Oh my god!
Wait, why are there
HD
two?
camera.
Why is there 2 different? Oh, one without a disc drive, one with a
Headphones.
disc drive. Okay.
There's a media remote too, all for the price of $8,000.
That's good. That's good.
Low
That's
price.
a steal. Take out a loan
Okay.
and play some exclusive.
Yeah.
How
I
much
will say that
longer
looks-
is this PS5 thing going on?
Not.
I think
I
this
can't.
probably-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
assuming
imagine.
this is the end if they reveal the console.
I will say
My
the console
God.
looks way better without the disc drive.
Yeah.
see
I
the
think
two
so.
side by side.
I can spot the difference.
Looks like it has a corset on.
Yeah, it had a fat gut with the disc drive, but
the black and white tuxedo type of look they got going on with a hint of blue. Nice look.
If he says how much it is, then I can't hear it because I'm not listening.
I mean, no, there'll be
They'll
an
put it on the
actual
screen,
like
yeah.
graphic for it,
There
so then
better
that way people
fucking
can
be.
post
There
it
better
on
fucking
social media,
Well,
whatnot.
I
The
mean-
thing is, what is Microsoft gonna do? Because my God, they've been behind for so long.
There it is. There's a picture of them. So, the
So
one on the
long.
left, yeah, so you can
Oh.
see the difference there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell no. Who needs a
Yeah.
disc tray?
you don't need it. It's
That's
tiny.
very,
Is it- yeah, it's such a thin. Yeah,
I
Boy.
think that Microsoft's like console is based on everything I've seen, like set to be better. But at the same time, it's like you got to have some exclusives to really drive it home.
Yeah.
that's
Also,
what I'm saying.
it's
I used to be an
huge.
Xbox fanboy.
Like I like all the
Big time.
third party stuff like a lot more, just because I prefer the controller. But yeah, you're gonna have to have something that drives people that aren't me.
Oh man, I just feel like Xbox has been behind for so long.
They have.
And Sony's just really been like hitting it with exclusives, and they're just like, we're about games. And then Nintendo's off doing their own fucking shit. They don't
Nintendo's
care.
great.
They don't give a
give
shit
a shit.
about
Like a
anybody else.
competition
They're
with,
like,
like,
let's check in on
Nintendo. It's like-
Nintendo. Nintendo's like,
Ooh,
la
look
la
at that.
la la la.
Oh, yeah,
la, la.
dude, the disc drive looks weird.
So it does look weird. So and it does like, so we've got this pile of cardboard boxes. Hear me out.
Yeah,
That's a
and
game.
people heard them out. They're like,
People, people are like, okay, tell me more.
Dude,
Can I play Mario?
I'll tell you what, you
It
can get
can.
you can find any console right now except for the Switch and buy it.
that's true.
Nintendo
That's
consoles,
okay.
they sell, man. They sell like hotcakes. Those
It's-
things.
Switch,
Nintendo knows
man.
what they're fucking doing.
They do.
The Switch is a genius. Like
awesome.
Nintendo
Right, yeah.
does a lot. Like Nintendo by far is the most guilty of just like weird, stupid peripherals, and they have a lot
100%.
of like the biggest failures. But they also have a lot of like huge successes that kind of go like
Yeah.
like the Wii U gamepad was actually really good. The Wii U just didn't have good games.
Well,
Yeah.
it did. It just didn't have like support.
It's just
Oh,
like,
here we go.
just kinda got
Another hot
dogged.
Nintendo debate.
Oh, we got Nintendo. Get the
Put your glasses
shut
up, everyone.
rephrase that. Like the Nintendo
Shut up.
games were good.
The two
You know,
Goodness. I like.
I love the Wii U gamepad. The Switch was like
Yeah.
finally like, holy shit, this isn't a gimmick. This is awesome. Like it works portable. It works on your TV.
it's a
This
little
is fucking
gimmicky.
great.
But thinking about releases for Switch 2, the Ring Fit Adventure, when that first came out, I was like, I don't know what is happening with this ring. This looks weird. I don't know
I
if
know
I'm
what's
going to do
happening.
this.
Matt's getting shredded.
yeah, I'm
That
getting
too.
shredded now.
But it's actually really good. And like, this is coming from someone who believes they're kind of physically fit and goes or used to go to the gym a lot before lockdown. So I was like, this is actually really awesome that they're marketing this like so heavily, very heavily in their campaigns for Switch, a workout game as part of their sales pitch, and a workout game that has a new device that we've never seen before, some kind of weird elasticy ring that again
And
screams
It's not a
Nintendo to
pain
me.
to use too.
What's up? Yeah,
It's not a pain to use. It just works. You know.
but
What I
it's a
need-
great program. It's successful and people like it.
What
Yeah.
I need them to tell me what the price is so we can go, wow, it costs that's crazy. End the show and I can urinate. That's what I need.
I don't think they told the price.
Did they just end it?
Yeah.
The end
They
of
didn't
it.
say how much it was?
They didn't
fuck
say the
is the
price. They
price?
didn't
I
do it.
speculate.
I'm looking on Twitter and no one's talking
Yeah.
price.
They
Everyone in the
didn't
chat
do
says no
it.
price.
They
Yeah.
didn't do it. I
What?
imagine it. That means it's like higher than they want it to be right
Yeah,
now.
that's usually what it means,
Here's the thing.
$10,000.
Market
You can
price.
buy with the
It's
with your
higher than they want it to be,
imagination.
or it means that they're waiting for Xbox to make the first move
Ooh,
Yeah.
so they
that's
can undercut it,
bold, but
right?
That's
genius.
crazy.
I
How's
mean,
there no
that could be
price?
bad for them. What if Xbox is like console $20?
Come
I
on.
don't think
They're
they'll
not.
do that,
I mean,
Matt. I don't think they'll
Xbox
do that,
has a
Matt.
level of
Certainly not
caring.
like that, but
Like,
What did I say before? 400? Did I say that? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
they use it 400. I said
It'll
5,
be
and
500. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm going.
Matt,
I'm
what's your
sticking
bet?
6.
Michael
Why
Sonnen's
not?
like, no,
At
that's
least
a $500 looking console.
No, it's just yeah, it's 500. There's no way it's gonna be 400.
Dude,
Matt
but
says
like,
5-2. Yeah.
They'll
502, 501.
in a
501.
year or
Make it
two they'll
the
make a
extra.
$400 version somehow.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they'll slim it down,
Or like
slim that down.
I mean, that's why I teetered off, and I was like, I don't know
Who
how you
knows?
slim that
Who
down. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's also funny
I
seeing graphics like that. Like, I'm a gamer. I'm a part of Achievement Hunter. This is very exciting for me. But you guys showed me that graphic of the side by side of the two consoles together, and I had whiplash into editing. And I was like, "Don't show me this image. I don't want to see this because I hate what I'm seeing right now. Because all I think about is the package deal and sending off an unboxing and making sure it's good to go for specs and some
Oh,
kind of
God,
sponsor.
yeah,
And those
yeah.
are the most intense, understandably, because you're debuting a new console. So you have to make sure that package deal is like perfect. So there are so many rounds of notes and things like that. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
I mean, I imagine honestly the one without the disk drive will probably be like 500, and then I would
Yeah.
guess the disk drive will
You're
be
probably right, but I'll stick with my
6.
600 thing.
yeah.
I don't
'Cause
see.
there's
I
no
don't-
way those two will be the same price.
Yeah, but I also don't think it'll be $100. I really don't think it'll be $100 difference for the disc drive.
I mean, it definitely should.
Yeah, maybe like a $50 difference, right? Like I don't.
I'm thinking
I
it
don't
might
think it's like
just be, I think it just
$100
might
less.
be like $50.
Yeah.
For
I mean,
I mean,
Maybe.
because when
Still.
they did Xbox has one like that, right? That's got no disc.
yeah, they do.
It's like
Their digital
crazy,
version?
not much cheaper. It's like it was like $50
30
cheaper,
it-
$30 cheaper. I was
yeah.
like, that's it. Like
Yeah.
shit, you might as well buy
well,
the disc version at that point, like just in
Actually,
case.
They could end up being the same price because or maybe even the digital one might be more expensive because I imagine that would require more storage to really make it viable, right? Because games
I mean,
these days
it's
are like
less
fucking
goes
100
into it,
gigs.
how, like actual physically wise, right? Like physically, it's like you're putting less into it. I don't know. You're building less.
I mean, maybe,
I
but
I have no idea. I could just be talking out of my ass.
they
but-
might just put a
Yeah.
bigger hard drive in there, though. Is all I'm saying.
What the fuck is the price point?
We don't know. We
Well,
don't know.
that's
We'll have
so
to
that's
come
such
back.
an odd
Tell
move.
us.
We'll have to come
Here's
back
what I
next
think is
week
happening.
on off topic to find out.
Yep.
What a riveting conversation.
I think if you open up the console, there's a Dreamcast inside, and that's why it's so
Whoa.
exciting.
Michael, end it, Michael, end it, quick.
Shit.
But it's the
Michael.
Dreamcast that has like a
End it?
screen on it, you know, the portable ones. You have to open the console to play
You
it.
want it over?
Oh.
That's how it's portable as well.
Guys, we did a good job talking about video games here.
We actually talked about video.
Yeah?
We don't usually do that.
Matt got irate about Nintendo.
Classic.
Never irate.
Yeah, he got extremely irate about his weird takes, his hot takes from Matt. He deflected about his next workout stream. And because Jack wasn't
It's a
here
good
to
parry
bring it up
there.
100 times
He brings it up like every day.
every day. And
Don't.
we don't know how much PS5 is going to cost, and we never will know.
Nope.
They're just not going to tell us.
It's
Yeah.
You just walk into
Yeah,
a store and it's like, how much is it? Like, nope, just give us the
You guys
card.
give
Yeah,
us the
That's
card,
it.
motherfucker.
You'll find out when you get
Your statement is just
bank
question
statement.
marks.
Yeah.
Oh,
for forever, you never know if you have
All
enough
right,
money. 'cause it's
balls
just
in
like,
your court,
I don't know.
All right.
Microsoft.
Well, we should wrap up
Oh.
here.
gonna
I
drop
want to
that
mention
ball.
there is
hope
not
not.
an episode of effing around with Iffy and Fiona immediately following us. I was told due to scheduling conflicts, they couldn't pull it off next week, but it will be back. Or they couldn't put it off this week. It will be back next week, so fear not. So that's coming back next week. We're just gonna roll some couple old videos until 6:30, and then back at 6:30 Inside Gaming Live. So we're signing off here. Got 2 hours of just whole slew of content. I see Jeremy wearing a Captain America mask, and he says "Hail Hydra." That's the Let's Roll that's coming up next.
Oh,
that's
I know
that's
what
the
that one is.
thumbnail.
Solid.
Okay, and then there's a Gmod after that.
Why's it
There's a
looking at
Things to
Spider-Man
Do.
fingers?
There's some Funhouse gameplay, and
What am I
then
doing?
back live at 6:30 is Inside Gaming. So check that.
Oh yeah,
out.
and then see you tomorrow for the
And,
big live stream
Yeah, again tomorrow.
if you're watching live.
If
Right
you're
now.
watching live, if you're not watching live, it's over, but you can still donate. You can still
Great.
donate. Little end of show note. We're live every day, including tomorrow. Check out the schedule to see what's coming up. More live gameplay and podcasts every day, all the time. And swing on by tomorrow because everything that is donated is going to great causes. Again, it's all going to be donated to, like, across the board to Black Girls Code, Color of Change, NCAAP empowerment programs, and Austin Justice Coalition. You can check those out if you want to find out more information about that online before you donate. But we'll sign it off here. I'm going to just go potty and then not pass out because we have to do a post show, but maybe
Correct.
I will on the post show. You know,
Didn't
Yeah.
see that coming.
no one saw it
You know what?
coming.
I understand.
No one saw it coming. Matt understands.
You get
He
it, man.
hates Nintendo. Here's the thing about Matt, which I can say. He may have his ups and downs about Nintendo, but when Matt stands his ground, he stands his ground, and he's just not gonna play the new Pokemon game, and that's that. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Oh my